Hello there.
Hey.
Hello there.
That's right. After that long intro, you know what it is.
What is it?
It's Stay on Target. A show about all things, mostly Star Wars things.
Yes.
And we're all here together to have some fun. We're in part 5 of our Lego build, our extreme Lego build from the Ultimate Collector's Edition, Millennium Falcon.
Extreme.
You can see with the above camera we've got going on here that it is taking shape. It's looking lovely.
It is.
It's getting taller and wider.
Yeah, it's got feet now, and but I think we've figured out this isn't as wide and as long as it is. I think this is only...
this is just the under part.
Yeah.
To carry.
I think it's just the frame.
Yeah, so it's
It
going
is
to
just the
continue
frame.
to get bigger, of course, from here. So if I was a kid, this would be pretty spectacular, though, how it is, right?
Right,
I mean, this is like
You're like, that is a
the
lot of
coolest
Legos.
fortress ever.
Right.
Fortress?
Fortress.
For some
flying
reason,
You could.
fortress.
For some
The
rea-
fun thing about Legos is you could make that be anything. It could be your castle. It could be ruins.
It could be a living
ruins.
creature
It
that
could be
you
a
ride.
yeah, it could.
I would just... I would mount dudes up here with like
AT?
blasters, and this would be like a fort. Totally.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah.
Make
Could build some walls.
under here.
We're not going to do that
There's
because
some walls, but it's a Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, but some all, yeah.
But we're
we
so
just totally change gears. We're like, oh, now it's free for all.
That's
just
what
start-
these are for.
we start building whatever we want. Can we go? Can we go to the
Nailed it.
above camera full screen and see what the? So we're on page number. They can't. Maybe we can see
120.
120.
120.
Instruction number 175.
7 5.
Did we say there was like 400 pages or something?
466. Execute order.
Yeah, something like that.
I think we are on. We're 1/4 of the way. About 25%.
25%.
Part 5, 25%. That means this is going to take 20 parts.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is going to be a
We
while.
might be filming this until
We
The
might retire
Mandalorian
soon.
comes out, which we did hear the news about this week.
Yes, we
there
did.
was
But
that
is it-
news.
Woo! But hopefully you're all out there with us. We said we were
Yeah,
starting
well-
at 8, and then we changed it to 7:30, and then we started late to 7:30.
Yeah.
So we're actually
confusing everybody.
We like
way
to keep you on your toes.
So
Yeah.
we're early and late at the same time. We have, yeah.
That reminds
Yeah.
me of the movie I watched.
Oh yeah, Dustin watched
We'll
the
talk
movie.
about that a little bit later.
That's for sure. I'm Dan, though. If I didn't say that already, this
What's
is
up, Dan?
Dustin.
Me, Dustin.
There's Nick over there.
Hey.
And this is Rando Mando.
Rando Mando.
Hey,
It's a new guest on our show.
Yep.
how long has
He's
he
making
been
us-
here?
He's been there the whole time. He
Oh.
was never in frame.
Yeah, he was always under the table.
Insane.
Feet.
He was always
I
hiding.
just realized that light.
He actually lives inside of the helmet.
Yeah.
He only occasionally just pops out.
He's like a genie. You know, you rub the helmet, whoop, full body shows up.
Full body shows up. It's pretty impressive. I think he's
Wow.
going to help us
Yeah.
build tonight, so maybe we can cut that
Yeah. And he's got
25%
so
down.
much to say.
No, what am I trying to say?
Yeah, he's got
He's very stoic.
let's ask him a question.
Okay.
It's probably got to be yes or no, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you like to build Legos, Mando? Well,
Oh,
who
there
doesn't?
we
I
go.
Who
mean,
doesn't
that's
like to build
That's
Legos?
good to
There we
know. These
go.
are all the things that we've always wanted to know.
I
Right.
might
yeah.
shoot somebody during. Just watch out. Okay?
Yeah.
He's
You
a
might-
little touchy about certain subjects.
We're shooting somebody?
We-
Is that tonight?
Oh,
No, is that tonight? Oh gosh.
do you
Blasters,
like?
and hope they don't have blasters.
Does seeing
the
a
door.
porg make you want to shoot somebody, Mando? All right. Well, let's
He
not bring up the
dislikes
porgs
them as
ever
much as
again.
we do. All right.
Oh man.
All right, we got some comments and people. We're
They're flowing in
so
already.
let's just do this. Let's commence the build.
Let's do it.
Let's
commence.
build on.
Build on.
build on. We got to get this percentage up.
Percentile.
We got to get up to 130 or something, or
Yeah.
130, 140. I don't know pages.
One.
But we got a couple comments. Zarhimoto is on YouTube. Hey guys, so if you're on Facebook or YouTube, thanks for tuning
Thanks for
in with
tuning
us
in, joining with us.
on either
Yeah.
location. We're gonna be trying
Join
to keep up
in.
with the comments on both. And since we're early, we might have some people all of a sudden join us at 8:00, or we might have less people by 8:00.
By the time they get there,
They're
they're just like,
oh man.
I'm done.
Oh, this thing was supposed to start. I'm
Right.
late. We missed it all. So we're gonna hold a lot of the news talk. No, I'm just kidding. We'll talk whatever.
No,
We'll
yeah,
recap.
we can talk.
And of course, these builds, if you haven't watched, have been pretty lengthy in our.
yes.
We've done our best to keep it quick-ish, but we've got the assistance of the Superman Rando Commando. what'd you
Rando
call it?
Mando.
Rando
Mando
Mando.
Commando. He could be a Mando Commando.
Yeah, he could be.
Rando Mando Commando.
He very well could be. Yeah,
He's a Rando Mando Commando. Say that 5 times fast.
No, I don't.
Do
ever,
it.
I
Do
never,
it.
I never
Do
will.
it. Do it.
Don't do it.
Oh, man.
Don't do it. No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
So
That's
yeah,
what he should have said
Zarimoto
before he
said.
got thrown down the funnel of fear.
Zarimoto said, "Hi, Rando Mando."
Zarimoto says hi.
Yeah, we gotta wait
Woo,
for
we
him.
wave.
Can wave.
It's the only
So
way
full
to
of
be.
words.
It's the only way to be.
It's the only way to be.
Yeah. Do we want to go into the news that happened this week?
Yeah, I think we do. I think we do want to go into the news.
Pretty big news.
Okay.
Oh wow, really?
It's real
I
big
think-
news.
So the news is
Leave them hanging for a second.
they announced when season 2 is going to start streaming.
Yes.
Season 2 is going to start streaming October 30th. Was it 30th or 30th?
Yes. This is 30th.
Yeah, 30th.
The end, almost the end of October.
Almost the end
right
of
before that night.
Yeah, I know. So October 30th is when they're going to start streaming second season of Mandalorian, and
Yes.
I am super excited. I'm nervous and excited at the
Yeah.
same time. I don't know
Right.
how you guys feel about
Well,
it.
I mean,
I just
did they-
want it to be. I want it to be better than the first season, and the
Yeah.
first season was already so good in so many ways. But
Right.
I see that there's already room for improvement. I mean, there was a few episodes that we weren't exactly, our minds weren't blown.
Yeah,
But at
exactly.
least it was good Star Wars.
it was good
Yeah,
Star Wars.
That's what we liked about it.
Did they have a trailer yet?
No,
No, they
just
haven't come out
dropped
with
it yet.
a trailer. No,
Okay.
no trailer.
they thought we'd get a trailer by the end of August. Here we are. It's September 5th.
Yeah.
I have heard
No
some
trailer.
rumors
Really?
about
No
the trailer
trailer.
not showing up, but
Uh,
I don't know if they're true.
The trailer not showing up, meaning like they
They're-
shipped it and it wasn't delivered to the right address.
No, I heard rumors. I don't know if it's true. You
All
don't
right,
know if
so
it's
here we
true.
go. We're in the rumor mill.
Rumors.
But somebody
Rumor
said
has it.
that it was some of the higher ups, or specifically Kathleen Kennedy, had a problem.
With something
with
in the trailer.
A big part of season 2, and maybe what they were showing in the trailer for season 2, and revolving around the plot of season 2, and that's part of the reason why the trailer got delayed, because they're still finalizing some details for season 2 and for
why is there?
I don't know.
I
It
hope-
sounded
hopefully
like
that's not
but I don't
true.
know if that's true. It could be
Right.
total
Hopefully not.
rumor. Who knows? I don't know if it's Kathleen Kennedy specifically too, but it sounded like there was some sort of internal skiff
internal.
again in Lucasfilm about what
Skiff.
direction or what.
Yes, we are excited
things.
about that news though. Hopefully, well,
I mean, they'll get it hashed
Yeah.
out, but it's still. I know it seems
Yeah.
like we should have had a trailer at this point, because I mean,
Yeah.
it's only how far is it away now? It's
6 weeks.
six-
No, it's like
not even
7.5.
or
8
is it?
weeks
Oh,
away.
okay. It's October. Yeah,
End of October.
end of October. So,
The studio's falling apart. You'll
So
catch
I-
it.
so yeah, so
yeah, and then Carla said, "Hey guys, how you are? You are all looking good." I was thinking she said the other way around. It's great to see Rando Mando tonight too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Rando Mando's got some
Rando.
serious fandos.
He's already got. He's
Phantom.
He's already a fan favorite, I feel.
Yeah,
like,
he's a
at this
Fando
point.
favorite. And then we
Fando
got
favorite.
Alisand saying, "Hey guys, hey Alisand, thanks
What's
for
up?
joining digitally. So
So-
ready for season 2?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
with a party hat. Yeah,
Mhm.
we're ready for season 2. We're
We
ready
are
for
definitely
something.
ready for
ready for
season
season 2.
We got to go back and watch season 1.
Yeah, we got to
That's
go back and watch
something-
season 1.
That's something I keep thinking. I'm like,
I was thinking while we're doing these, since we'll be doing this until October 29th, we should just like put on episodes and put them in like the lower corner and like comment through them.
we could,
Oh, we could.
as long as we don't get flagged for that.
Well, I don't know what we'd do.
Or you could
I
have the
don't know
audio.
what we do.
You could have the audio off and just
Yeah.
talk over it.
Yeah, we could have the. That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah,
Just-
we could do that.
and
Throw
then
another
we-
element. We could have another screen up there showing you other things.
We could be
Yes.
watching it. Yeah.
Yeah,
We want like not talking.
Kinda-
We'll just be like, yeah, and
We're-
then
kind of walkthroughs.
We're not getting any Lego building done.
Well,
so-
just to refresh our memories, I know I'm gonna watch it all before season 2 comes out anyway, so it'd be nice to
Are
watch it with
you?
everybody. I is
am.
Clithby.
Cliffby. I mean, the first 3 episodes we were talking about, some of them didn't quite hit. The first 3 episodes were amazing because that was like a movie all its own.
It was.
You know, it's like an hour and 40
It
minutes.
kind
or
of
something.
set the tone and the standard
Yeah.
for what the show was gonna be.
It really
in
did.
a lot of ways.
And then then they were able to get away from Mando and follow.
It
No,
kinda-
no, no.
it
Get
kinda
away from Baby
it kinda
Yoda.
diverted a little bit. I
They
would
stayed
say.
with Mando, but they went away
Yeah.
from Baby Yoda, and things changed a little bit. It didn't really, but it kind of did.
It was kind of building on itself, but it felt
Mhm.
like a little bit of a detour to get to the build. It felt like they did a big curve back. You
Yes.
know,
For a
some of it
couple
just
episodes.
felt like it didn't. It almost could have been explained in like exposition in some ways.
Yeah, it's
Some
true.
of the episodes, but they were still well made episodes. And don't get us wrong, we still liked it, and I think it had some important character developments, especially with Baby Yoda and stuff like that. But I just feel like they really got like you could watch season 1, 2, and 3. The only reason you might have to watch season 4 or not season, I'm sorry, episode. I'm saying episodes.
Yeah.
You could watch episode 1, 2, and 3, and you could watch episode.
Testy.
You could watch episode 6, 7, and 8, and you wouldn't miss much. But I think the only thing the biggest thing you'd miss though would be Cara Dune, which that might. But again, some of the stuff could have been explained in exposition.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Expositional.
So anyway, that's some big news that came out this week. Also, I wanted some other news. I think it dropped this week or last week. I'm a little late on the bandwagon, but Thrawn Ascendancy.
All right.
Dan
He's
Dan's
he's
fixing
struggling
the
over here.
studio as we're going.
Fixing the ship.
Clap if you
Support him.
if you support Dan. Out there in the comments, put
Yeah.
some clappy emojis or something. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We love you.
Well,
But yeah, so I'm a little late to the news, but Thrawn Ascendancy by Timothy Zahn just came out, and I just started listening to it, and I'm really enjoying it so far.
yeah. That's what you were saying before the show.
Because it's totally different.
Right.
Because it's like when Thrawn's real young and he's in the Chiss Ascendancy, which we've never seen before or had like in-depth knowledge of. So it's kind of fun for that. If you haven't seen or listened to the Thrawn trilogy, you don't really know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't listened to the Thrawn trilogy, go and read or listen, whatever you want to do to the Thrawn trilogy. It is
Whatever you want to do.
it is worth the time to take to do that. Oh man, it's so good. They should have. I'm telling you, I've told it so many times. They should have just done the Thrawn trilogy in movie form for 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
It would have been perfect.
It
It would have. It's a well, I don't want to give it away, but I take a little bit
take
of
some.
coffee.
Yeah.
Thanks, broski. Mando doesn't.
The
need
man doesn't
coffee.
want any calf.
He sustains off
calf.
of the blood of his enemies.
The blood of his enemies.
He's doing good.
Wait, is
Building.
there blood with blasters?
We don't cross him.
Only slug throwers.
Yeah, slug throwers,
Yeah.
which are just basically Star Wars terms for bullets.
Bullets.
Yeah, they call it slug throwers.
Slug throwers.
Also, Carla Hawkins says, "Yay for season 2 of The Mandalorian coming soon too."
Yes.
Yeah, we're glad you're excited too. It's gonna be good.
Right.
Zarhimoto clapped. Nice. Thanks for
Ooh.
the claps, Zarhimoto.
We got some.
So you appreciate
stickers.
Dan as much as we do here at the studio. He's the glue that holds us all together. Truly, he is. We couldn't do any of this without him. Literally.
Okay, we got some stickers going on.
You got some. We're into the sticker range.
Into the sticker range.
Yeah, let us know out there if you have any questions or comments or anything you guys want to say in the comments. Let us know. If you want to talk to Mando,
Rando, Mando, Commando.
Rando,
With
Mando,
all the
Commando,
fando.
with all the fandos, shoot him a question. He'll give you a yes or no answer because that's all he can do.
That's all he just nods.
He nods and builds. He
Yeah.
nods and builds.
He builds nods.
And if
What's
you
a
want to know how handsome this fella is underneath, we're going to have to get to a certain percentage of subscribers to get to that point. So tell your friends if you want to see this handsome fella.
This handsome
He might,
person.
yeah. Anyway.
Anyway,
So,
here's Wonderwall.
here's Wonderwall. You have a good week, Nick?
Yeah, I had a good week.
Good.
How was your week?
It was good. It's busy, but
Yeah.
good. I
Uh-huh.
think that's every week. I feel like I say that every week.
Yeah. I mean, they are busy.
They are busy.
This is like the highlight of my week.
What'd you say
Yeah.
before?
What?
You were like, this is what crippling depression.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crippling Depression. This is what it
Listen,
looks like.
This is a new segment we like to call Crippling Depression.
Crippling Depression.
Oh, that's
Depression
horrible.
with Nick.
We're not making fun of people with depression out there.
Right.
You know, it's a serious thing. What was it a couple weeks ago? It was What was our
Yeah, what were we?
mental health awareness or
Yeah,
something?
mental health awareness. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was good. That was a good week.
Need to be healthy mentally.
All right, let's move on to the question of the week.
Yes.
All right.
Which is
Fact checker, if you want to throw up the question of the week or the day. Sorry, we always it's either or, whatever you want to make of it. So, who do you think Yoda wanted to train as the last hope, Luke or Leia? Episode 5 on this one. 4. This is episode 5. This has to be episode 5.
I think so.
It is episode 5 because we don't meet not Babs, but we don't
Babs.
we don't meet Senor Yoda
Senor Yoda.
until episode 5.
Right.
So it had to be episode 5.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments.
Yes.
I have my thoughts.
What do you-
And
what do
Mando
you
has
have?
his thoughts. And Nick, what do you think, Mando? Yes or no? Don't hurt me. Shrug. Oh,
Shrug.
he's mixing it up, eh?
That means he's about to shoot
Maybe it's up to. Oh no. Let's calm him down. Get him to build something. It calms him down. He's building quite well,
Yes.
especially with a sliver of sight through the visor.
Sliver of sight to the visor.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I see. We got a question from Carla Hawk. It says, "Is this the stay on target version of the Masked Singer / actor?"
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Obviously.
If you guess who it is by the end, then you win. No,
get a
don't
cookie.
guess, because some
No
people might
guessing.
actually know out there.
Yeah, right.
I'll take some of that jazz.
Yeah, I'll take that jazz. Yeah.
Yeah,
The calf by my calf.
the calf has arrived.
The calf by my calf.
Yeah, so I don't know. Have you given you guys enough time out there to think about that? The reason we bring up this question is because Obi-Wan, as we know in episode 4,
As we know.
he's wanting to train Luke to be the last hope. And there's multiple reasons, obviously, for that. But if you remember in episode 5, Obi-Wan says he is our last hope. And then
Yes.
Yoda says, "No, there is another."
There is another.
I didn't say that very good, but there is another. Well,
Starting to
thanks,
sound like
dude.
Heinz Doofenshmirtz again.
Oh, Barry the Platypus.
Oh, Barry the Platypus.
Yeah, so that's why our question is, do you think Yoda actually the whole time wanted to actually train Leia instead of Luke?
I mean, yeah. Why not?
I could see both. I could see an argument for both. I think the reason I think he wanted to train Leia is because Leia showed a lot more promise
that's what I was gonna
of
ask.
being mature and having maturity, and she was already in the rebellion fighting for what was right, and she had a better upbringing as far as being already intertwined with everything and standing up. They already knew she was strong, smart, calculated. But really Luke at this point was just kind of an annoying little kid in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
Not a little kid, but he was annoying kind of.
He was
More self-centered, too rambunctious, and that's why Yoda had to teach him.
Yeah.
But that's why our question. That's what our question was. What do you guys think out there? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
Do you also
Keep this
think,
conversation going.
Was it because Leia was stronger?
That's what a lot of people wonder. I don't.
Right.
I don't think she was stronger in the Force. I think.
Come on, man.
I think maybe her willpower, just a willpower alone.
seen The
was
Last
stronger.
Jedi, right?
Oh, get out. No, they're trying to retcon that, but they're twins.
Right.
So I don't think one was
And
stronger
apparently
than the
related
other.
to Superman.
They're related to Superman.
Yeah, because she Superman.
Oh, she Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Is he cool? Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Oh, okay, we do have a comment out here from Carla Hawkins saying, "I think he wanted to train Princess Leia because she was more focused." Very good thought. Yep, we had the same thought. I do think that Yoda was watching. I think he was watching Leia more closely than Obi-Wan. Part of that, I think, was distance.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan's right there watching over Luke. And obviously Leia, he's kind of force watching, which sounds creepy. And
Force watch.
oh man,
Oh, the force is strong.
oh the force. What we were talking about before the show was what if Yoda was voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger? Let's try and do some. So what are some lines for Yoda that we can do as Arnold? What if Arnold voiced Yoda? That is why you fail. No,
do or do not. There is
no
no try.
Classic. Oh my goodness. There is
No,
another
there is another.
Skywalker. Yeah. And then we were saying, what if the reverse was true? What if Yoda? What if Yoda played Arnold Schwarzenegger in his movies?
Right? Yeah. What was?
Who is your daddy? And what does he do?
What does he do? And who is your daddy?
That's genius.
Bravo, baby. Buggy bumpers.
Eat my cookies. Who told you?
Back, I'll be.
Eat my
That's
cookies.
good.
Who told you you could?
Oh man,
Oh,
that's
man.
good. Good stuff. Thanks for the coffee.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, we got to get some Joe.
Gotta get
Oh,
some
we
Joe.
got another
Fix the-
sticker
fix
going
the
on.
studio.
We got another sticker, y'all.
Sticker,
y'all.
Sticker
Mary
time.
Poppins, y'all.
Mary Poppins,
Yeah, what do you
y'all.
think, Dan? We were kind of talking about who do you
Yeah.
think Yoda wanted to train in as the last hope, Luke or Leia?
Yeah, that's a
'Cause
good
He
question.
does say the line, "There is another Skywalker." There's a bombshell.
And clearly he was disappointed with Luke through the whole training.
was that the whole training? Yeah,
What?
he had already trained him at that point. You're
Yeah.
right. And then he flies off to Dagobah to save his friends.
And like he's like, that is why you failed, because you what
No,
is it?
well,
he
that
said
line
that.
is whenever he thought that it was too big.
Yeah, right. But maybe Leia wouldn't have thought that. He's like, Luke, you're driving me crazy. I was hoping to teach your sister this whole time.
But in a lot of ways, I feel like Leia was so factual about everything. I almost
Yeah.
feel like it
So
would have been
rational?
harder for her to let go of,
Her emotions.
or
her-
just let go and believe that can happen.
yeah,
Because she was so
Well, she
factual.
was-
She was such a general.
yeah. She was a general. Well,
But again, I
well,
think
she-
they were equally powerful. I think Leia was just as powerful as Luke.
yeah,
I think Luke just ended up having a lot more training than Leia did.
Yeah.
In the Force specifically, but she really excelled, obviously, in the political side of things and being
Yeah.
a general, tactics, stuff like that. She was raised that way.
Yep.
She wasn't raised on a farm in the middle
That's
of
true.
nowhere where Luke was until he was trained.
yeah,
Yeah.
But he was dreaming of the day that he could go, fight
Fight
and
the
fly.
Empire.
and
Yeah,
blah, blah.
maybe that was why. Because he was like so ready to go.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
a hotshot pilot.
No,
he
I
was
think-
gun.
Because did you guys already
Gung-ho.
say you think he was actually planning on training Luke?
I think Yoda.
That's-
I think Yoda was actually planning on training Leia.
Leia. Okay.
Leia.
Because they were already Obi-Wan was technically kind of in talks with Bail Organa.
Mhm.
So that's part of the reason I think Yoda really wanted to train Leia because
I
she showed more
see.
promise in the beginning because
Yeah.
she was so mature. She
Right.
had a lot of she already was in the mix of everything, and Luke was just
Hmm.
kind of this farm boy out in the middle of nowhere who was kind of a snot-nosed
True,
kid
yeah.
just
Mhm.
coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, how cool would that have been if Leia was like the general, but secretly super well trained Jedi?
Right.
So they're like, hold on, Leia's dropping in for this one,
Right.
and they're like, what happened? How did you
Right.
guys win so quickly after Leia showed up? Instead of her
Yeah.
commanding from a distance,
Yeah.
she could literally be on the ground, like kind of like more like Anakin
Yeah,
or
that's true.
Obi-Wan. She could have actually gone to the battles and been like,
yeah,
you
wrecking
know?
shop.
"Whoa,
Hadouken!
When the Mando's here, we just get feisty.
we get feisty once we start having the
Don't hurt me,
Java.
please.
But yeah, no, I don't know. That's a
We
good
got another
question.
comment here from Alisand saying, I agree that he probably wanted to train Leia originally. He always seemed frustrated with Luke's hesitation, especially in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. That's a very good point.
Oh, I could totally see that. I agree with you there because
Especially being a grand master
yeah,
training somebody, and he was frustrated. You know how
Well-
many students he had had before that?
yeah, it's true.
For 900 years. What's the line? Nick, pull it out.
900 years you live, look something as good as I
Look so
want.
good, you will not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. Because he speaks in riddles.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's in Arnold Schwarzenegger riddles.
Right. Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good question because I don't think George Lucas had planned that.
No,
But-
well, that's the thing. That
But when you look at the
episode-
entirety of the canon, she,
he kind of changed things halfway through, but it still works.
Yoda
The only
knew.
thing that didn't work was that.
Did-
Well, the weird thing when you think about it is that kiss between.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
still a little
It's
weird.
still a little
Did
weird.
Yoda know that both Luke and Leia were being hidden, or hidden in
Yoda?
plain sight? Did Yoda know?
Yoda knew, yeah.
Yeah,
In the
Yoda.
prequels, it explains that's why Obi-Wan took one, because Yoda and Obi-Wan were together throughout that.
Right, but then Yoda just goes and
I
goes to
don't know
sleep
why
for
Yoda
100
didn't.
years.
Why
Yeah.
I don't know why Yoda didn't
Only
take
30
one.
years. But.
I think Yoda should have taken.
Right.
Or at
Luke.
least checked in with Leia. He could have been secretly training Leia
Yeah.
through her childhood
Well, not in the Force though. That's the thing.
because
There's
of
no mention of that.
no. I mean, saying he could have potentially done that.
I see what you're saying.
Because he had access, he knew where she was. Bail Organa and him knew each other. They fought together, probably. Maybe not.
Yeah, they knew each other. Yoda and Bail they were friends, I think.
I mean, maybe the whole point, maybe Yoda was just too afraid that Vader and Palpatine would wreck shop, go find them, and he
Yeah,
knew that
they-
they were the last hope, or that Luke was the last hope.
And I think the biggest reason they put them separate from themselves being Force users was just to help mitigate the risk of them being found. You know, because if Obi-Wan or Yoda were found, at least Leia and
Luke were
Luke
still
were somewhere else,
That's true.
not with Force sensitives. That kind of blended in a little bit more.
Yeah,
But I felt like as soon as they got older, their power would have grown in the Force. Some of the thing I don't understand is why didn't they realize they could use the Force before that?
most of the other kids did.
I know.
Right.
They were
Yeah.
young and using the Force.
They're like, look at this, Dad! Like building Legos without touching.
I
them.
Right.
almost wonder if it's like,
That'd be sweet.
like Bale and or the Organas were like, no, don't do that. Like that's not
Bad.
becoming, or they try to
It's treason,
suppress or
man.
something like that, or almost Luke in some
Right.
ways. You think they would have?
Reminds me of Frozen. Conceal, don't feel.
Yeah.
Right.
Da-da-da-da.
Don't let them know. Now they know.
Oh, it's copyright strike.
Let it go. You know that song's about.
Frozen
It's
heart.
similar, though.
Ah.
Yeah. Well,
Did you watch that movie recently or something?
No, I haven't. But I always think of that line. I'm like, no, don't use
Mando.
your powers.
Rando
Like,
Mando, do you like
hide it.
Frozen? Oh,
Yeah, Rando
hey!
Commando. Who doesn't like the powers of Frozen?
What
I
were
mean,
you saying? Sorry,
No,
cut you
I
off.
was just saying that part always threw me a little. I was like, oh no, don't use your powers. Just
Right. Just hide them.
hide them. Like,
Stick them down deep inside you.
This is gonna work.
Let
out.
it bubble up.
Yeah, it's like having to go to the bathroom. It's
Yeah.
like
No,
no,
that's what that song's about.
don't go to the bathroom.
Explosive diarrhea.
You cannot go. Just
Conceal, don't feel.
ignore
Don't
it.
let them know.
Just be
Now they
happy.
know.
Be happy all the
Let
time.
it go.
Let it go.
There it goes.
There it goes. I'm not holding back
Oh
anymore.
no.
Wow.
Oh,
That
diarrhea.
has totally
jokes.
changed the meaning of that song, and I like it even more now.
Well,
It's
she did
weird.
build a castle and a throne, right? Specifically.
What was the throne? Well,
We
it's up
don't
to
know.
interpretation.
They cut before that part.
Whoever wrote that movie was sitting on like having. We're constipated. They were constipated.
were.
Let it go. Hold it back anymore.
That's horrible.
Oh,
Wow.
man. Well, thanks for joining us here, everybody.
The door.
Thanks for joining us on Stay on Target, where we talk
We
about.
just hit the 8 o'clock time slot. Well, actually, we're past that. But for those of you who thought we were starting at 8, we're still here.
We're still here.
We started at 7:30. Actually, we started late, but we're
Yeah, so go back and watch it.
So you
You
missed.
ain't missing
yeah.
much.
We
Do you want to
introduced.
throw up the question of the day again, real fast, so that if
Yeah.
you're just now joining,
If you're just joining, we got Rando Mando here today,
Rando Mando,
helping
that's
us
the best.
build.
Rando Mando Commando.
We've been doing the math.
Are you
and,
going Commando? Sorry, never mind.
We might be doing this for 20 weeks. So that's Christmas time. Actually, that would be like
Before
2021.
Christmas. Yeah, that's 2021. I mean, after Christmas, 2021.
Yeah. So we got.
Because we looked that up last week, didn't we? How many weeks we had till?
Yeah, it was like 12 or 13. I just threw out a number. Maybe it was.
Yeah, and
16
it was
or-
actually less than what
pretty-
you said.
Yeah, I said 18. I think it was
which
like
is
16.
scary
or-
in some ways.
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
it is coming up on Mandalorian. So
Season 2.
Season 2.
October 30th.
Mandalorian.
I'm so looking forward to that.
October 30th. Now, I wanted to ask you guys because it said in the Twitter announcement,
Twitter.
new episodes
In the tweets.
streaming October 30th.
So that's when they're gonna start.
So does that mean episodes? They're gonna drop more than one episode
Maybe
on
like-
October 30th?
Is that what they did?
It said episodes.
Yeah.
No, but is that what they did for season 1?
No,
They just did one at a time.
the season premiere. But I don't know if it was one of those things that gets everybody thinking like, oh, maybe they're gonna drop all of season 2.
I don't
Maybe
know.
they're gonna drop the first 3. I guess somebody was saying on
I don't know
Hulu
why they would do that.
for
though.
new shows on Hulu, what they'll do is they'll drop like a season or episode 1, 2, and 3 of that season.
Really?
Yep, and
Yeah.
then they'll go weekly.
Is it just
Yeah,
because they're late?
They didn't
So,
do that.
I don't know.
They didn't
So-
do that on the first season.
They didn't.
No, they
No.
didn't.
So
And
I
I
think-
don't want them to do that.
I think they're
but
going to go weekly. I don't think.
I
they're
hope
gonna-
so.
It could be interpreted
Unless-
as
unless the first episode is like a mini movie set up for the
yeah,
second season,
could be,
which
yeah.
they've done in certain
Clone Wars.
like Clone Wars
yeah.
has done that, and
Rebs.
yeah. So
Kinda.
Rebels.
kinda.
Not really.
Actually, Rebels did start off with like a really long
Yeah.
episode,
yeah.
so I could see them doing that, but I don't
So
know.
it could be like a 2-part on the first night.
Yeah, which would be really cool.
which would be pretty cool.
Which
back
sets
to
you
back.
up for season 2.
Yeah.
I would.
It's
be,
just
I would
crazy.
be down for that. I mean, more is better for me, but
You know, it's kind of funny because I know it's hard to regulate, but in some ways, like the TV watching of old, where you're like, okay, at 7:00 on Monday night, you tune in,
Yeah.
and they can monitor how many people are watching. Now it's just kind of like a free for all.
yeah,
You just get
Right.
lucky depending on where you live. Like you can watch it at 3 a.m, you can watch it at 5 a.m.
it depends.
Some
I mean,
people they were releasing it
yeah.
before midnight, the night before, or at midnight.
but
you know?
also people in like the UK and stuff like that, they didn't get Mandalorian for months.
yeah, and they didn't get it
after,
for months.
which
Yeah.
is crazy.
So
I'm like, sheesh, that's pretty.
even with
that's
the VPN,
one of the best way to get a well, they could watch it with a VPN.
Yeah.
They could technically watch it with a VPN. That's probably one of the best selling points of getting a VPN for me.
Yeah. Watching Mando in Europe.
I mean, it's also good
Yeah.
for safety and lots of other things. But
Yeah.
don't let them
This show sponsored by
Rando Mando.
Rando Mando.
Rando Mando going commando.
Hey Rando Mando, do you have a VPN? Oh, he doesn't
Oh.
need a VPN.
He's his own VPN.
He is the internet.
He is the internet.
He's got more tech in his helmet than this whole planet has, probably.
Yeah. These are weak
Probably.
sauce.
What planet are we on? We never really
What if he
say.
took off his helmet and he
Off.
was actually a predator?
Off. That's right. We're on Hoff.
The Predator movies. His jowls.
I don't know. So yeah,
weird
I
noise.
think what they meant episodes was the episodes will
Episode.
start to stream.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can
But
from
you
then
could be
on
right.
catch all the other episodes.
Could be right. You could be the
So-
only one to have caught that.
No, I wasn't the only one. I saw.
You heard
somebody
it
else
here
talking about- You
first.
heard it here second.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Second. Third.
Third.
Yeah, it's a fun world we live in. So we're excited for Mandalorian, and
Yes.
it's not that far away,
Right.
considering how long we've been in this weird
Funk.
season of life.
Yeah.
It's been 6 months,
Mhm.
pretty much, just
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And it's insane. But there's
I
a
don't-
lot of actors.
Have they
and
actually
actresses.
released? Is it actual though?
Is it actual?
I don't know if Lucasfilm has
actually
actually released the cast.
They'll release the cast.
They
after.
actually no, they have released a few. You're right.
Yeah, they have
You're
released
right.
a few.
Who are
Fact
who are
checkers
they?
right.
Fact checkers here with us.
I haven't seen them. Who
Checking
are
the-
It's hard
they?
for me to say, but the fact checker's right.
Well, there's
That's pretty horrible.
there's a
if
lot
you can't
of-
trust your own fact checker.
All right.
there's a
I
lot
trust
of
She's fact checker.
We gotta fire it. Fire him.
Pirate.
Fire.
pirate. It's a
Pirate!
different species.
Who's a
right?
pirate?
Pirates.
It's a tauntaun
Gar.
because we're on Hoff.
Fact
Our
checker is
fact checker-
Tauntaun.
Yeah.
Let's just turn the fact check. I'm not sure how the fact checker feels about this.
Well, maybe that's the fact.
What does that make me? Jabba? Just- no, I'm a. What is the? I'm a wampa.
Yeah.
Wampa.
Wampa.
Right in the Beskar.
Well, he said it, so I was like, what?
Yeah.
We just.
We gotta
went off
fire
the
them.
rails.
Wow. Fire them.
Them.
Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Hey.
If you like
This
our
is brought to
Rando
you by-
Commando, give us a thumbs up or say hi. Oh yeah. Like our videos.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like our videos. Subscribe if you want to see more content.
Please hit that subscribe.
Yeah,
and
we
the
would
bell.
greatly appreciate that, and
Yeah.
tell your friends. We're on weekly, so if you guys want to tune in,
Yeah.
we love hearing your comments too and getting some conversation going. It's just a fun place to hang out, talk Star Wars and all things, and
Yes.
just have some fun building too. It's gonna be pretty awesome when this thing's complete.
Yeah.
Let me tell
I
you,
started
Let me
the,
tell you.
we've
hyperlapse.
actually seen it complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we're traveling
We actually
in
Yes.
reverse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because you saw some fancy
I
movie,
did
and now
see a
you know
movie
all
today.
the tricks and tricks of the trade.
Tricks of the trade, baby.
I started the
Tricks of the
time
trade.
lapse of the build though, and
How's it looking?
pretty good. But my computer blew up twice when I tried to do it. Well, I had too much going on at once on my thing,
that does
and
not
I was
bode well.
I was rendering, and I realized,
Do not.
okay, so we have so much
Fact
video
checker's
so
always right.
far that I took each day and I didn't want the time lapse to this point, which is only 25% to
Yeah.
be 10 minutes.
yeah,
Right. I want it to be like 2-3 minutes. So I had to take the hours that we've put into this and speed it up,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
put them back to back, and all the 4K stuff. Anyway, it was
Holy cow!
I had to speed each clip up 10,000%
wow.
to make day 1 like a minute and a half,
Nice.
Oh
day
my
2 a
goodness.
minute and a half. So it still would have been a 4-minute video, speeding up 50 clips times 10,000 because it breaks them up into 8-minute clips. And when I tried to speed them up into 10,000% speed,
Yeah.
things got angry.
Things got
When I tried to do that before they were settled into the program, I dropped them all on the timeline and
Right.
grabbed all of them and made them 10,000%.
Wow.
And then I hit, okay, and then my computer went spin.
And it was just like,
Spinning wheel of
And
death.
I'm like, yeah. So
It's
anyway,
gone.
But it will
It's
be
broken.
done, and people will see it in the future.
and it
They
looked, it
will.
looked really cool,
It looked
actually,
really cool.
to
Yeah.
see us just digging through the box and
Yeah.
like putting out the first pieces to, this hasn't, the last couple of days, maybe there's not a ton of change, but actually,
By the,
actually
it's
is.
gonna look really cool.
Yeah.
Just having the
it's
whole
going to be great.
time lapse of it. by
I moved the
end.
camera a little bit tonight, but that's okay. They're gonna
It moves
they're
a
gonna
little bit,
see,
but that's
yeah.
fine.
So, and there's not going to be any audio, so we'll have to put some sweet music to it.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Let's do the wings of the carrot.
We'll have to do Wings of
On the
Kiridak.
wings of the Kiridak, flying robots, they do attack.
Well,
Way up high, way up high.
I don't think Rando
Yeah.
Mando's enjoying this too much. I think Rando Mando's a little ticked.
Do you like this song, Rando Mando? Oh, he
Oh,
does.
yeah, he's a fan.
We won him over with our song.
Yes.
Let us-
He's a big music fan.
If you have any questions for Rando Mando, remember you can put them in the comments, but they have to be yes or no questions.
yes or no
Yeah.
questions
Or shrugs.
Yes. Ask him all the questions.
He's so intimidating.
Have you seen that? Forky asks a question. That's what I was just.
No,
quoting.
I haven't seen
Oh,
that
yeah.
yet.
Yeah,
But it's on Disney Plus.
They've got a couple of funny ones. Yeah. Some
I
of
need
them
to
are-
watch that.
Some of them are really funny.
And actually, I was just gonna go into speaking of the whole time thing.
Oh man! Speaking of the
I
whole
just
time
got a
thing,
chance to watch
Time.
Tenet today. We're veering off Star Wars a little bit, but stick with us. Please stick with us. We love having you here. And again, if you want to comment, say anything,
Yeah.
we will talk to you. We
Well, I
will.
just think it's cool that you were able to see that because there's a lot of locales. I heard that movie was only coming to drive-in theaters.
That's what I heard.
Really?
I heard that actually at one point
Yeah.
I heard it was delayed indefinitely,
It was delayed indefinitely.
and then they changed their minds.
No, it was delayed like a couple of weeks because they were going to reopen the theaters in July, and then it was delayed indefinitely because they shut down all the theaters before they could reopen. And then they said drive-in only.
Yep.
And now I find out it's in our local theater.
Right.
That has been open the whole time, by the way, because we live on Hoth,
On
Yeah.
Hoth,
and it's a beautiful place in the
great.
summer.
and we
Yeah.
kill pandemics with sheer cold power.
Yes,
Sheer
we
cold
just
power.
freeze the snot out of it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
Ooh.
the big Tenet was the first big test.
I mean, this movie,
after
and I got
pandemic.
something else I want to talk about too on Disney Plus. We can bring that up in a few minutes. But what did you? Okay, so where do you want to go with this? Because Tenet is legitimately
okay,
a
I'm
legitimate
not going to give
blockbuster.
anything away. It's going to be a non-spoiler
Spoiler
review.
Wow.
Like a
I
non.
should have said wow.
I don't even want to know anything.
should've pre-planned that.
I don't even want to know if you liked it.
I'm
No,
just going to
kidding.
give like overall feelings
Yeah.
and
Say the name.
just initial thoughts. Initial thoughts coming out of the movie.
initial thoughts coming
Go.
right out of the movie was
And done.
wow,
His last movie was Dunkirk.
which was I think it's totally different in a lot of ways.
Well, yeah, that was a war movie.
No, but I mean even how he filmed it,
Oh,
how he
yeah.
filmed it, but also the story, no names really
So this
of
is like,
Dunkirk. No, I'm saying
No,
Dunkirk.
right,
I'm
yeah.
talking about
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
but this is like back to
This
Nolan's
is back
prime.
to Nolan's.
This is
Well,
what
I'm not. I mean, Dunkirk was definitely still a prime.
But that was like a passion project, I think.
Yeah.
More. That was historically based. This is like
Agreed.
him using his full imagination
again like
to
it.
do whatever he wants
I'll
to do.
say this: it's like Inception times 5, but with
but +2.
time. If you can imagine what that imagine the first time you watched Inception and how slightly confused you are watching the whole movie,
Yeah.
or like having to figure out how this works. That's how it felt for most of the movie
Yeah.
of Tenet. It's just a very intelligent movie. I'll say that. You have to really pay attention.
Right.
It's like if you've seen Memento, I feel like it's almost closer to Memento than it is to Inception. But it's got the time element of Memento with the intelligence and creativity with action. Lots of action in this movie. There's tons of action in this movie. As Inception.
Hence the $220 million budget.
Is that what it was? It's his most expensive, right?
220 or 250.
I think it's 250 because
it was like
when
300. I don't know.
I'll
take 4.
I'll take 4. When I was watching the movie, I was just like,
Am I hearing 5?
how did he film some of these sequences?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what was really trippy. I was like, how did he do this? And there was one sequence in particular that I'm like, he filmed this, and I was just like, that had to have been millions and millions and millions of dollars in this 5-second scene alone. It kind of reminded me of, The Matrix 2, that whole highway sequence.
Yeah.
It cost more than the first movie, the entire first movie to make. Just the highway
I think
sequence.
I remember hearing about that.
It's kind of like that in
That's
some
nuts.
ways.
Wow.
But it's crazy. So I don't want to give anything away. It's time. You got to pay attention. I almost felt like it could have been a longer movie.
Really?
And I didn't fully understand everything. I mean, you do, but you don't.
Like it
you
requires
understand the
second
basic
viewing.
You understand the premise pretty early on for the most part, but you don't fully understand what's going on somewhat until you have to constantly be thinking about time during this movie. You're like, okay, this is happening and then this is happening. How does that correlate with each other? That's kind of how it goes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to give anything away.
Well, he even messed
It's good.
with
It's a good
time.
movie. I will say it's a good movie. It's
Okay.
worth a watch.
All right. I haven't seen any Rotten Tomatoes or any kind of critic reviews, but
Yeah,
I'm sure it's up there. But I'm glad that we can watch that in the theater.
Yeah.
Because unlike another movie that just dropped on Disney Plus, you
Mulan.
can't watch that in the theater.
Yeah.
Mulan.
Whether you wanted to or not,
Mulan!
whether you wanted to or not, you
That's
don't
from
have the
the cartoon.
option. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of stinks.
It's coming out for free in December.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that movie was $300 million.
Oh, Mulan was.
300
Really?
million, yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
For what?
Wow.
It's the most expensive film Disney has produced.
Huh.
Are you sure? What about?
No, I'm not sure. But
Well,
it's
what about?
pretty up
No,
what
there.
I'm
about
not
Lucas?
sure.
What
Of
about
the
Star
Disney
Wars?
live
though?
action remakes?
Oh, okay. Because Star Wars, I'm pretty sure went over that with
the reshoots on.
the reshoots on
Yeah.
Solo and
But-
even
For a movie that wasn't reshot and that was they were going for cinematic. I heard that they were going for
he's getting-
Oscar worthy.
Oh, man.
Now
It-
it's getting good.
So it's kind of disappointing, but I'm excited about Tenet because they even were non-linear when he did Dunkirk. There's some time. He messed with time in Dunkirk.
Yeah, he did.
How did he do that?
He
did
does
it.
time in every one of his movies.
It's not
actually.
linear. Like
Yeah.
you watch his movie
It's like
and
different.
it's like here's the
areas.
end, here's the middle,
Yeah.
here's the beginning. They're meeting up or
Right.
whatever.
They're
know.
overlapping.
Yeah, they're overlapping.
we
Wait
go.
a second. We saw this, but from over here and now.
He
it's-
loves to
yeah.
play with time.
Yeah,
I think
and-
time is one of his most like
Yeah.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
That's another
Yeah.
one. I didn't.
Oh,
Even
That
think
was
about
like
that one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was we were
It's
just talking
kind
about
of
that.
like that. That
This
one
is
you have to
Matthew
think a
McConaughey
lot.
crying the whole movie.
You have to
Right.
think about Interstellar a lot, and you have to think a lot in that movie, Interstellar. It's kind of on that same level in a
Okay.
lot of ways.
I wondered.
It's very well done though, how they did it, and you're just like, what?
Wow.
What?
What?
Again, another disappointment.
You're like, I'm
that-
seeing it happen. I don't fully
Don't
understand,
Believe this.
but I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the physics are there, but it's like
So are you saying
it's really
that
weird.
you're gonna have to see it another time
I'm definitely gonna have to watch it another time,
before you
Yeah.
fully comprehend?
but I'm gonna watch it in reverse. No, I'm joking.
Ooh.
I'm joking.
So go watch the
No,
ending. Go back to
I
the
wonder
next
if you
show
could.
and watch.
I don't know. I
Watch
don't
it in
think
reverse.
you could. I don't
like
think you.
backwards.
I don't think you could actually. That actually wouldn't work. Never mind. Forget
Okay.
what I'm saying.
He doesn't
Just
know.
He
does't know what
He doesn't
he's
think
saying.
I don't know.
Sometimes-
It's messed up my brain skull.
But Tenet is
My brain
definitely a good
skull.
movie. Even it
It's a good
spells
movie.
itself backwards. It's
If you like-
onomatopoeia. What do they call that?
That's a word that sounds like the noise it makes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Onomatopoeia.
it's a
Oh,
a
palindrome.
palindrome. That's what it is.
Palindrome, yeah.
And that's what this movie is actually kind of based off of, is the palindrome.
Effect.
But it's also got another theory that
I mean,
I
just
think
the-
the basis of the movie is more.
Just the
wrapped
trailer, I'm
around.
like, blink. It was just my head exploded
Yeah,
half
you're like,
watching the
"What?"
theater or the trailer.
It was like, I was like, what's going on right now?
What is happening? I
Which
know,
is-
and that still
What?
happens during
Doesn't
the
bode
movie.
well.
but
It doesn't bode well for me because I had to watch the trailer like 3 times to even really get what
but
was
the
going
movie
on. in the
explain. I
trailer.
do feel like the movie does end up explaining it a lot
Okay.
better. You do understand things a lot more
Good.
in the movie, and by the end you will understand. But it's just hard to wrap your brain around it in some ways. I guess is a good way to put it. Like even with Inception, you understand what's happening for the
Yeah.
most part, but it's like a blink and you miss it in some situations. But also at the same time, you're like, okay, I'm accepting what's happening, even though it's really trippy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
I never. What?
If you never saw Inception, I think you can still
You need to
appreciate
get
the
out.
movie.
It's a sequel to Inception. Tenet. It's a pre-sequel.
I think one of the other interesting
I
things,
never saw Inception either. Actually,
the
Oh,
main.
no.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
no.
What have we been doing this whole
I
time?
need
don't
to get
know.
out.
You need to
I
go
saw,
watch it
I saw
now.
Memento, and that was the first movie that, like,
I haven't seen Memento.
time-wise blew my
Yeah,
mind.
I need to
seen
watch the
Memento.
Memento. Actually,
I didn't
so
even
guess
know it was Christopher Nolan.
Nolan.
I didn't even know. but
Mulan.
Nolan,
That was
darling.
seriously one of those movies
Nolan.
that I watched at college or something. And I was like, that was an amazing film. And I'm like, you got to watch this movie. You got to watch this movie.
It's
You
one
gotta
of
watch
those
this
movies
movie."
that actually got you excited.
Yeah, and I was like, that is just the most different thing I've ever seen in my life. And then
I agree.
I didn't know that he
Never
did it
even seen
until
it.
there was like Inception. And I'm like, oh, Christopher Nolan, The Dark Knight. Oh,
The
wow.
Dark Knight was
Ooh,
fantastic,
Dark Knight, yeah.
and he does time elements in that movie.
Yeah, and Batman
Dark Knight.
Begins, he kind of does
Batman
too, right?
Begins, he does. Dark Knight, and the last one,
Last
Dark Knight
Airbender,
Rises.
yeah.
Dark Knight
No,
Rises.
Last Airbender.
Dark Knight
Can you
Rises.
imagine if he did Last Airbender?
Ah,
man.
That would have been
Dude,
20
would have
times
been way better than what we
Yeah.
got.
Although he doesn't really deal
Yeah.
with fantasy. He's still locked into reality. Well,
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really with Inception.
Not really.
With Interstellar.
and Interstellar. But a lot of that is physics. He's more into physics than he is
Physics.
anything, which actually could be interesting for
Yeah.
Last
That's
Airbender.
right. That fourth dimension, that he messes
Yeah.
with.
He likes to. I think he's an intellectual himself, and he likes studying like
Is he British?
theories and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
He's British?
I think so.
Oh,
I thought he was
Christopher Nolan?
American.
Is he?
I don't know.
Is he?
maybe his mom
G'day,
was
mate.
British.
Have we
and
lost
his
everybody yet
dad
out
was
there?
American.
Hey, bye bye.
Hey,
Check it
thanks
out.
Told you.
It
Oh,
is the
wow.
most
Most
expensive
expensive
live
leg
action
man.
ever.
That's
Besides probably the reshoots, but they don't count that because that was a debacle.
Mulan, darling.
Mulan,
Mulan, yeah.
darling. Mulan.
British American. Was his
Wow.
mom British and his dad was American?
Or vice versa.
I think they were both.
Or maybe they
British,
were both
and he
British.
just moved here.
Or
And
maybe
then he
they were-
was American.
Maybe they
Yes.
were both half and half.
Oh,
No,
Uh,
wrong
Who
person.
knows?
Wrong
Yeah, well,
person. Fact
he,
checkers.
he's married
saying
to
random
somebody.
things.
He's married to somebody.
They're just. I don't know.
That Tauntaun.
He's born in
Tauntaun.
Westchester.
Who taught
What-
this Tauntaun to speak?
Westminster. Oh, okay.
Westminster Abbey.
Yeah, in the UK,
Westminster
yeah.
Abbey.
He was born in the Abbey.
In the Abbey.
Oh my goodness.
Sound of.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a good movie. I'll just say that.
All right, good.
So it's worth a
Wow.
watch if you like intellectual and to think
Intellectual.
through
Well,
movies.
and if you can get to a theater that's showing it, because
Yeah, true.
I did see that San Diego and California is
San
going to open a
Diego.
few theaters. Some of the other people that I watched, they had to drive to like Las Vegas to watch some movies, like in the drive-ins
really?
and stuff.
Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
But here we are on Hoff,
Las
and we're
Vegas.
doing good here, so we're
Yeah,
able
we're
to
having
watch
fun.
some new flicks.
Whoa,
this is what we
dude,
got so
that's-
far.
Oh my!
What room do you think that
goodness.
is? What room?
Look at
That's
it.
got to be a room on the ship.
It is a room on the
It's
ship.
got to
What
be
room
the,
is it?
Look at it, though.
I can't-
Yeah, it's the table where they play
It's
hollow chess.
the hollow chest.
That's not that room, is it?
Yeah, it is.
That's where it all goes
This is where Han
down.
Solo sits. This is the helmet that
Whoa,
Luke wears.
dude, we just,
Oh, it's gonna be great.
dude,
This is awesome.
that
This
is-
is awesome.
Way to
That
go,
was gonna be
Mando! Way to
bigger.
go,
No, I'm
Nick.
just-
Mando!
Good job,
Mando!
Mando. Mando.
We are, so
And
you made
Nick.
it to step 200 there, or are you just finishing up 200?
Almost 200.
We're almost to
We're at
200.
198
What
right
page?
Baby.
now. 128.
128. Wow. Cooking with gas now.
It just
Oh,
lights
no.
on fire.
It's
randomly.
out of control. It's out of control.
There's not a good
Man,
rope.
it's almost like like when you make a puzzle, you don't move
When you
the
make a
puzzle table.
No, I've never made a puzzle.
You
I
ever-
built
you
a
ever made
puzzle.
I am a puzzle.
Well, I'm talking about making puzzles, not
Inception.
building one. Yeah. When you do
Inception
that, you don't
puzzles.
want to move the table that you're working on. So
Yeah.
we have dedicated this
Hey.
space. There you go. Check it, yo. Check. Boom.
You're good.
And
You're good. I just couldn't hear you.
Now back to scheduled program. It's still falling.
It's still floppy. Oh, floppy gills. Did it? Oh, it's spinning on there.
I got it.
I got it.
I got it. That's it. Yeah. I had it before he touched
Good.
it.
You're good. We're good.
We're good.
We're all
Can't
good.
believe you've
We're
done
good.
this.
Now from a word from our sponsors. We should have done that before. I just fixed the
Oh, shit,
mic.
yeah, the concert.
Yep.
Or the,
We don't have a-
concept.
Concert?
Nope. Wow.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah. Well, also, since we started talking about Mulan a little bit, I did want to ask
Mulan.
questions about that.
Anybody got
There are no songs in this Mulan, right?
correct?
Yeah, but in the trailers
Lame.
there's songs.
What?
Yeah.
They
They're,
don't sing
they're
the song.
singing. They're singing the song in the background, but,
But
they're,
they're
not,
not
actually
in-
singing.
It's part of their marketing campaign.
Yeah.
They're like, you need to watch this movie.
Why would
Pe-
you? Why
everybody's
would you
gonna be
market
completely
the movie
disappointed.
with the songs if you're not going to have the songs? That's false advertising
Yeah.
right there.
Did you hear the song they were playing though?
No,
You ain't never got a friend like me. It was from Aladdin. No, I'm
You
just kidding.
never got a friend like me.
right? No, those are some of the greatest movies. Like I'll make a man
Out of you.
Wow.
that was-
And never gonna
Interesting.
catch my breath. Second
Yeah,
there's actually some pretty good
I like
in
the
that
song.
one.
I like that. That's like one of my favorite songs.
Hope it doesn't see right through me.
No, I agree. I don't
Yeah.
always love singing and dancing.
Yeah, why's everybody got to rely on singing and
Nice.
dancing to make
But
the movie?
Also, the other thing I wanted to say was they're doing like traditional like wire work in that movie.
just
Oh,
like
no.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Honestly, though,
Yeah, but that's
it takes the reality
suspension
out
of
it.
disbelief
Yeah,
is gone.
I don't like
a
that.
little bit. They do it in
It's there.
Eep Man series,
Ip Man.
and
That's
that
true.
I like
doesn't
that.
bother me. So
But they
maybe
don't
they'll
do it-
follow. Donnie Yen is in this movie, by the
But
way.
I saw
Yes, he
like
Yeah.
I saw a sequence where they're
And every
like
other Chinese actor.
Donnie Yen.
I saw a sequence where they're like running up a wall. That bugs me. Like physics doesn't
Physics don't work
that
that
way. You
good.
can't just run up a wall.
I think this is based more
Yeah, but
on
it's still based,
the
they have like
the
harnesses and
Chinese
stuff
like story of Mulan,
Yeah.
Mythical.
mythical,
Yeah.
which it was in the cartoon, but they cartoonized it.
like that. Yeah,
Cartoonized.
they Disneyfied it,
So
but
this is more like the book, as it were.
The book.
is there an actual Mulan book?
I'm sure there
I'm
is.
sure there's some. It's
Well,
like part of their folklore or something.
I don't know
isn't
how
it?
Chinese, book,
book.
but
Butts.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. But it's interesting.
Whoa.
I'm just
Oh,
a
look.
little disappointed. I saw some reviews. They said that it's disappointing that this movie was clearly made to be seen in the theater, full sound, full. I mean,
Well, then
the
why aren't
wide,
they just
Because
releasing
it's all
it
shot
then?
like on location in
Tenet.
China, so you get this like huge like scope of like
The
scale that you
landscape,
haven't
yeah.
seen, and like thousands of like people running at each other,
And that's
in
like what
full
they're known
battles.
for.
Yeah,
That's what a lot of Chinese films are
Right.
known for: their epic scale, their beautiful scenery, artistic.
well,
license
honestly, I think what they were trying to do was they're spending so much money because they wanted Oscar buzz and they wanted huge
They really wanted
Chinese
Oscar buzz for
market.
Mulan.
They did, yeah.
Okay.
They were going. That's why they were going for a more serious tone.
Well, then they threw in wire work, and it was not so serious anymore.
Then they appealed to the Chinese market because they wanted
Yeah.
to make all their money back in China.
That's true. That's true.
They
And
wanted this to be
They
the
were
highest.
specifically marketing this movie to China,
Yes.
being made in
All-
China, by China, for China.
If they did that, they should have made it
China.
Chinese and then subtitled it.
Yeah.
But then it,
yeah, I
if
should.
they made it
let's not go
Chinese and then
into that.
subtitled it, you think anybody would watch it in the United States?
I think so. Yeah.
I would have. But
I think-
they
no,
did
I-
that with Eat Man.
I wonder
and
if they. I almost wonder is if they filmed. What if they filmed takes in English
I'll bet you they did.
and then they filmed takes in like Chinese?
yeah, they probably did. You're right. To make it
Otherwi-
feel
'cause
as,
otherwise
as
what they're
natural
gonna-
as possible.
Because it wouldn't really
Mm.
make sense for them to market a movie specifically to China and have them speak English.
I
and,
agree
and
with that. I don't
subtitle
feel
or
like-
overdub.
Yeah.
They might overdub, but which one are they going to overdub? Are they going to do? Are they speaking Chinese and they're overdubbing
I wouldn't
English?
doubt. I bet you're
I
right.
haven't heard that. I don't know.
I'll bet you they did a couple of takes. I'll bet you they filmed a Chinese version and they filmed an English version. I'll bet you because of the cost of this movie. That would
We got
make
a comment
sense.
from
Allison
Allison
jumps
says-
on. Yep, go ahead.
It was based off a poem, I believe.
Oh, a poem.
And then she says,
Poem.
The Ballad of Mulan. Oh, okay.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
awesome. Thank you for that comment.
Oh, so it's like
Allison.
a song poem, the ballad, right?
She educated us.
Is that ballad a poem or is it? I thought it was a song.
I thought it was a song.
It's kind of a song. Maybe they get that word from a poem because they turned poems into songs.
Read
You
words.
know,
Maybe.
kids.
Twinkle, twinkle, little. It's a poem into a song.
Yeah, that's true.
All
I
right,
mean,
guys.
technically, songs in general are poem.
Yeah, a poem like
Poems.
Yeah,
limericks.
yeah, because they're the rhyming.
Guys, we got it done.
Wow, holy
This-
smokes!
this
Look at
part
this,
right
dude,
here.
that
Got
is
the hollow
sweet.
chest,
Yep,
actual.
hollow chest table. Check that out.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
gosh.
I would pick it up, but it might fall apart.
Yeah, no, it's pretty solid.
And it's broken.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa, dude, that
Look at
is
that.
sweet.
That's sick.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That is so cool. That's where all the magic happened.
Yeah, it is.
That's where Luke
Wow.
first trained with
Yeah.
a saber.
It's his first legit spacecraft off of
spacecraft.
Tatooine. So we made it to page
130.
130.
130.
Wow. Step number 202.
I think we can make that.
No, that looks too complicated.
too complicated.
Is that the hatch for the top or something? You see how it's sitting down in there? So this is the frame, but it's like,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
isn't it? It's crazy.
Is that piece there this piece or this piece?
Wait, are those
That
Bigger one.
is. Let's see.
and those stickers are just to give the
Well,
illusion?
where's the orange?
Those stickers are just to give the
It's
illusion that
yep.
you can pass through. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I know, right? It's like they
I
didn't
feel a little
actually
cheaped
make-
out on that in
I
some
know.
ways.
It's like, oh,
What
they
are you saying? The
kinda-
illusion?
Look,
There's
the
okay.
whole
So there's a
Oh, they're fooling us.
sticker,
sticker
right
in
there,
there,
where
so
the
it looks like you
opening
go
is.
through a tunnel. Or not a
Uh-huh.
tunnel, but like, you know what I'm trying to say, Mando.
the tunnel.
He can read minds.
He can read
He can read
lips. He's got more tech in his helmet than
We do in our fingers.
this whole planet.
I don't know.
Oh,
Only
Rando
one of those,
Mando.
yeah. All right, cool.
I'm gonna
Rando
build this real
Mando,
quick.
baby, baby, baby.
I think I can make it.
I think
What do
I
you
can
guys
make
think
it.
about Mulan out there in the
I can make
comments? You excited to see it? See it?
Excited to see it?
Excited to see it or not? What? Let us know.
Yeah, we jumped from Star Wars Mandalorian coming out October 30th. We jumped into Tenet and Dustin's non-spoiler
Review.
initial thoughts, reactions. You just saw it.
Just saw it like not well, it was like an hour and a half ago.
Wow.
Yes.
So your mind is still fizzling.
It's still like
yeah.
processing everything that happened, and
Wow.
trying
I
to
can
think-
imagine.
it's like I want to see more to certain situations too. It's weird. It's hard to say.
I was
but-
even like that after watching Joker
He's got a.
or after watching what?
Mando has a comment. It's a painted wall like the Roadrunner would do.
Oh,
Oh, my.
yeah.
To fake you out.
Who knew
fake out.
Rando Mando's a fan of the Roadrunner?
Right? I
Wow.
doesn't even know about cartoons in
I
our.
don't even know he
Oh,
created
he's
all the
Galaxy.
cartoons.
He's watching him in his helmet right now.
Yeah, he
right?
is. He can do like multiple things.
Yeah.
We got to
He
create.
actually can see. You know, Mandalorian helmets can actually see 360 degrees around.
They can.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
at least in Legends.
Wow.
I don't know.
So
Legends.
they invented the 360-degree camera.
Wow.
Boom.
Boom.
Shakalaka. Yeah.
Dunzo.
At least in Legends, that's how you could see, and that's also partly why they're so
See.
fearsome in some ways.
Dagobah.
Left you must keep.
You left keep mine.
If you haven't seen the
Must you keep
commercial,
left?
if you haven't seen the Star Wars commercials for what I forget
Garmin.
Garmin. If you haven't
yeah.
seen the
Oh,
Garmin Star Wars
gosh.
commercials,
Well,
go
no, was it
watch them.
Garmin
They're
or was it the other
hilarious.
one? TomTom.
Oh,
It
no,
was
I think it was TomTom.
Yeah.
But they did voices for
That was
TomTom for
hilarious.
directions. It's some
Oh
of the
my
funniest stuff. Whoa, Yoda, are you doing this?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Must
like
you
a
keep
series of
laugh?
commercials, right?
Yeah, it was Darth Vader
Must
and it
you
was
keep laugh?
I think it was Darth
Right.
Vader and Yoda were the main I don't think there was any more other
Yeah.
than that. It was just hilarious.
Classic marketing.
It was good.
Speaking of
do
classic
you think?
marketing,
Marketing.
oh Mando,
What do you
did
think,
Mando
man? Do
think?
you think those are funny? Have you seen them? Oh, he likes them.
Oh, thumbs up, yeah. So that's a
Oh,
good
he's
thing,
seen
yeah.
'em. He
He's
knows.
definitely seen them.
He's
yeah.
in the
He knows
know,
what's
baby.
going on.
He knows.
We were watching actually last night.
The deed is done.
This is how random we are. 80s and 90s commercials and commercial jingles.
What?
Like, you know, like when you were a kid, you watch like skip it, skip it.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, those kinds of things. So I don't even know how
yeah.
it came up on YouTube, but it's like one of those YouTube wormholes you fall
You
into.
fall
Yep.
into. Oh yeah.
And we watched
I've
all
been
the
watching
ones
this.
from the 90s. Like, I've been watching that. And then we were watching the ones up to like 10 years ago, and we're like, oh my goodness.
How it's even changed in 10 years.
And then some of these songs in like the 70s and 80s, specifically for gum,
Yeah.
like these songs
Yeah.
produced for gum, all the double mint gum and the big
Yeah,
red gum.
yeah.
It's
Right.
like these like full like explanations in like the Big Mac commercials. We all know the Big Mac commercials,
Yeah.
like the 2 lettuce, whatever special sauce. I don't know what it is.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
2 lettuce, 2 buns, but
We all know,
lettuce,
but I don't know.
special sauce. And then they go through it. They were talking. They had a whole song for like the patty melt or something at McDonald's. They were like mentioning every ingredient. I was like, why do you even have to do that? It's like, it tastes really good on those simmered onions. You know,
Yeah.
It's like, that doesn't even match.
Right.
But
They're trying to.
Who cares?
It's almost like they're
Yeah.
trying to get you hungry just through those commercials to go
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, really, it's
Appealing
like
to your senses.
yeah, it's appealing to your senses.
it was
senses.
quite
Where
a,
did all
quite
the
a rabbit
sense
hole.
go?
Where did all the sense go?
Yeah,
But then it reminded
those
me of,
wormholes are dangerous.
you know, they still somewhat do that, you know, with obnoxious songs and whatnot. You know,
what's the
Right.
most
things
dangerous
haven't really changed.
wormhole in Star Wars Episode 5?
Ooh, episode 5.
Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, well, that's got to be it. Yeah.
No,
No, episode 5 is
it's when they actually fly into the mouth of a giant
Yeah,
space
that's
worm.
what was the name of that?
Wormhole.
What was the name of that thing?
I forget the name.
I don't know what the name
Yeah,
is.
it does have a name. Fact
It's-
checker.
it's one of the- it's one of those.
Check some facts.
It's one of those facts that nobody. It's a good trivia question.
And we have a comment.
All right, here we
Thank
go.
you for commenting. We love to hear from you. Our fans are our favorite. That worked out well. I
It's
didn't even
funny
plan that.
because it's true.
It's funny because the squirrel gets dead.
Oh,
Sorry.
too soon.
Sorry.
too soon.
Sorry, all you squirrel
Oh,
lovers out
squirrely.
there. All right, Zarhimoto says, I want to see Mulan, but I don't want to pay extra on Disney Plus. I would have preferred to have seen it in theater.
That's true.
Yes,
I think
very
everybody
good
would
point.
have preferred to see it in theater.
Look, how much is
Well,
it
it's a
on
premium
Disney Plus?
$30.
$30.
You can watch it once.
I mean, I guess if you have
Really?
like
no,
a,
I'm kidding.
Oh.
That's,
No, you can
that's
watch-
what I thought.
I was
but
like, wow.
it's unlocked for how long is it? Is it like
forever.
All
yeah,
eternity.
you have it for the rest
Yeah,
of the time.
but you can watch it before the rest of the adoring public in December or whenever.
the problem, like I know,
If
like
not
they
enough
did
people
it,
watch it, they'll release it in like 2 weeks.
They, no, I know. I'm wondering if that's going to happen in the States. Because a lot of people are like, it's coming out in December for
but
free.
there's no Disney
Just
Plus
wait.
in China.
There isn't.
I don't think.
Fact Checkers is
There you go.
stating that if there's no Disney Plus in certain countries, they will release it in theaters. That sounds kind of what a
Well,
jerk move.
most movies nowadays are
Yeah.
they make most of their budget back internationally.
Yeah.
If you think
Well,
about it, they make this much in the United States, but they make 10 million in this country, 20 million in
You
this
just
country.
mean across the globe. I mean, America still has the most, other than China.
Right, but
for
but there's a lot of
moviegoers.
movies that make 100 million in the United States and 300 million
Yeah.
internationally.
Well, that's the whole rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I
Yeah.
get what you're saying. Yeah.
So they're probably banking on making this money. You know, if they can
Yeah. They're gonna make this money
if
back.
they can
in
get some
China.
suckers that are excited to watch a new flick, I mean,
or if they have like a fan,
$30. How many subscribers did we say that the first weekend they had it? Disney Plus like 14 million or something.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous.
So
like
if you think if you
Yeah.
get like 10 million people to pay $30, it's 300 million.
I think Mando's watching Mulan right now.
Yeah, he
I think I
is.
can hear it.
He's actually watching Mulan too.
I'll make a man out
Out of you. What
What?
was it? I will be swift as a
The space slug is we got a fact
river.
checker.
With all the force
of
of
a
a
great
Exo what?
typhoon.
Exogorth.
What's Exo? Oh, that's the Exogorth is the name of the space worm slug in
Yeah.
episode 5 of Star Wars. It's a gigantic species of toothed gastropods.
I'm good. I'm
Wow.
Good. Sorry,
Wow.
everybody.
And it's really good CG when they come out of that thing. I
It's
must say.
practical effects.
Well, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
like a
practical,
puppet or
but with
something?
it was like a mixed practical effect thing.
So
where-
did they
It was
fly
like
on
them
a stick?
flying,
Yeah,
and then the thing was like,
trying to chomp it.
So they timed it against what they had already filmed with the Millennium Falcon from a
Mhm.
distance. Okay.
Can you imagine having to film that way nowadays? I mean, nowadays it's all CGI and or
Well, but Mandalorian, they did the
yeah.
same thing. They just were able to program it all on a program.
I mean, you do what you have to do. I mean, that was revolutionary
Yeah.
for the time too. It's believable though. Still, I mean, you
Yeah.
can tell a little bit, but it's not. It doesn't take you out of the movie. You're like, whoa, they almost just got eaten by a dang space
Exactly.
slug, giant one.
A giant space
Space
slug.
slug.
But dang,
I tried
giant.
to run from it, but it picked me up with its mind powers
Powers
and
and
shook me like a dog.
If you let us know what movie that's from, you get an imaginary dark side cookie. Do you like those imaginary dark side cookies?
Oh my
Amanda?
goodness, Alisan has quite the comment here. I'll make Mando out of you. Why didn't we think of that?
That is one of the greatest.
I'll make a
Mando
Mando
out of you.
Mando!
Mando.
Oh my goodness, that's perfect.
How do you like that, Mando?
We just came full circle here,
Mando
folks.
likes it. Mando
we just
likes
came
it.
full circle.
Fact checker is
The
telling
language
us
in English,
that
yeah.
that seems kind of like the fact checker is telling us that Mulan was made in English.
So it was
Seems
filmed
a-
in English.
The language was made in English. Sorry, yeah.
But ultimately, Disney is
The language was
a-
made in English.
Disney is
Yeah,
an
well,
American
Chinese, but the
company.
language was made
well,
in
you know what I'm
English.
saying? They spoke English when they made.
I know.
But Disney's an
Put that
American
cookie down
company, so
now!
they gotta play to their American audience.
But at the same time, it seems a little bit like a slap in the face
But
of the
Ip
Chinese.
Man, which is watched a lot in the United States, was made by a Chinese company. Therefore, it's in Chinese with English
subtitles, which kind of bugs me sometimes. But those are really well-made movies.
Honestly, I actually prefer them to be in the
subtitled
native language and then subtitled.
I
versus
prefer-
dubbed.
no,
Yeah.
no.
'Cause dubbed can get painful with the wrong dubs.
I disagree though, for the fact that you have to watch the words. You're missing part of the movie.
You know, watching words and watching a movie takes practice.
It does.
You can get good at it to a point where
can.
it becomes
No,
just as enjoyable.
I
but
agree,
it's
but
a muscle.
if you miss reading some of the words
Yeah.
in the scene, then you're like you got to go back, or you're like you just guess.
You know how
I mean,
you know how bad
I think it's I don't think it's a bad thing. The subbed. I don't think it's a bad thing. I've watched movies that
Yeah,
have subs,
right.
but I just feel like I miss parts of the movie. You know, the nuances, subtle things here and there
Yeah.
with exposition, because I'm trying to understand what's going on by reading, but then also seeing what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I'd rather have subbed or dubbed than subbed.
Here's the thing.
I like both, though. Still,
Have
I'm
you
saying.
ever missed a line or 10 of dialogue because you couldn't understand or hear what they said?
Yeah. But at least I'm
some-
still watching the visuals as they're happening and
Yeah.
understanding their intentions with body language.
Maybe.
Yeah, see, your thinking is, oh, don't make me think. I just want to be entertained.
No.
Are
No.
you not entertained?
Are
No,
you
'cause
not
I like-
entertained?
I like watching the actors as they portray what they're saying.
It's
That's
true.
part of it. That's part
wasn't-
of acting is
Yeah.
physical, body language.
It wasn't filmed to say all their lines on text across their shirt, is what you're saying.
yeah.
Like when you go to a stage performance,
'cause it's
you're
down at the
watching the
bottom.
actors say their line and you're doing this and you're doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I understand
But-
though.
What's
What do
Yeah,
you guys think out there? Do you
there?
guys like subbed movies,
Oh, yeah. and then-
subtitled movies, or dubbed, overdubbed with English audio? That's done in a.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. We were just talking about that yesterday. So Alisan pulled out the reference. The "Shook Me Like a Dog" reference was from Monsters Inc.
Oh yeah.
Disney nerd hashtag.
They get imaginary
smiley
dark
face.
side
Cookie.
cookie.
We were just talking about-
Congratulations.
We were just talking about Monsters Inc. yesterday, and what a quality movie that is. You can turn that movie at
It's
any
a
point of that
fantastic
movie and enjoy it.
No, agreed.
Even the special effects, they were kind of like a little bit ahead of their time. A little bit ahead of their
Yeah.
time. And because it's monsters, there's not like the uncanny valley. They're not like people
Yeah.
like Sid
Yep.
from Toy Story.
Well, and it's animated, so you.
Well,
again, you don't have to.
But there's something for everybody in that movie. It's pretty intense.
That's a
but
really good
It's a
movie.
good one.
Unless you don't like cartoons. Fact checker.
We all paused for that one.
I don't think the fact checker likes cartoons.
Depends,
Who taught
yeah.
that Tauntaun to speak? We have a love-hate relationship
man.
with the fact checker. Mostly love.
Mostly love.
They can destroy us though.
Yeah.
With facts.
Indeed.
Live feed ended.
My feet ended. No. Account canceled. Oh no.
All videos deleted. Poof.
I
It's
pooped
gone.
myself.
Oh, that's funny. But we were talking about something. You were talking about something. Oh, we were
know
talking
what I
about
was talking about.
subtitles and the difference between.
So we asked the audience, what do
watching
you
a
guys
subtitled
prefer?
movie.
Subtitled movies or overdubbed movies. So where they're speaking in, say, Chinese, but they're talking in English. So it doesn't line up. That sounded really confusing.
Dubbed
Fact checker.
titles.
Fact checkers,
Subbed or dubbed?
just write subbed or dubbed. I think people understand.
Sub dub. Ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba
Ba
ba ba. What movie is that
Muted.
from?
Yeah, blah.
That's from
Should we leave it to the audience?
yeah, leave it to the audience.
All right. If you can guess that movie,
What's sub dub from?
you get 2 imaginary dark side cookies.
Good call.
It's not. I mean, that's not the name of the song. Sub dub. Bop bop.
Are you
Ba, ba,
trying to
ba,
get
ba,
through all
ba.
these pieces? Is that what you're
Ba,
trying to
ba,
do?
ba, ba,
Man, there's a lot
ba.
of little ones. Are they extra?
Little ones. Little ones.
It's just different colored ones. I'm looking for. I think they got mixed up with these.
Mixed up with these.
I'm just looking for where they
All
are.
right. What do you guys think out there? Subbed or dubbed? We got a comment?
Sub dub.
Subbed or dubbed. All right, here we go. Zarhimoto says overdubbed. And then previous to that, so Zarhimoto's vote is overdubbed.
Yep, she's with me.
So overdubbed. And
She's
then
with me.
Allison jumped in and said, I like subtitles in foreign films. I prefer to hear
Yep.
the language/voices of the actual actors, etc.
Yeah. I think I just like
Teach
it
your
because
own.
it's more
Yeah.
authentic.
I
Me
do
too.
like that fact too. And I would like it more if I understood their language.
But it's
That is also true.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but I get it. I understand. I have watched both and enjoyed both. Like
Yeah.
Eat Man is one that I thoroughly
Just different
enjoyed.
colors.
I
it
didn't
took
feel-
me some getting used to.
But that's also because Eat Man
in
is a lot
that.
of fighting and not a lot of
Yes.
talking.
and it's like George Lucas said, or somebody said, that if you can hit mute on the film
Yeah,
and watch it
and that's
and
yep.
still understand what's going on,
Yeah.
it's a great film.
It
So I
is.
think it does depend on the film at times.
yeah, agreed.
But you know, like some of the classic, like Seven Samurai and all those are Chinese, I think, or Japanese. I think they're
Yeah.
no
I think they're
Samurai is Japan.
Yeah, Japan.
But anyway, but they're all
no.
dubbed or
Akira Kurosawa.
subtitles.
Akira.
Yeah, they're all subtitled. And to think of anybody else saying the voices of those particular actors, like you're like, I never, you know, the voices are perfect to the
Yeah.
way that people look.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And even sometimes it does change your perception. You watch a thing with the original voices, and it's like some small dude, but he's got this big, intimidating voice.
Yeah, that's
and then
true.
they'll dub him, and he'll be like, "Hello."
Yeah, that's true. Some overdub actors or voice actors that they can sometimes take away from
Yeah.
the film. I do agree with that.
It happens.
It has to match up pretty good to like what they actually sound like.
yeah.
But it's
It's-
kind
Exactly.
of hard
It's
to.
funny because I don't think I would ever shut a movie off because it was dubbed or subbed
right.
anymore. But it took me some getting used to.
Oh, we just got a comment. We just got a comment from Zari Modi. She says, I think everyone should speak in English, the language that Jesus spoke. LOL. JK. Jim
it's a Jim
Gaffigan
Gaffigan
quote.
Yeah, the language of Jesus. That's what he said in the latest.
Is it?
One of
I
his
haven't
latest
seen it.
ones.
I
yeah.
need to watch that.
Because he
Jim
talks about
Gaffigan.
traveling abroad, and he talks about he's like, I think everybody should speak in English, the language Jesus spoke. Yeah, and he's in Spain when
Which-
he says it.
He doesn't. He just spoke.
Questions?
What did he speak? He actually spoke not Greek, but Hebrew,
Yeah.
right?
I believe so.
Wow. I'm
Wow.
drawing a blank on that. I'm pretty sure it's Hebrew.
It could have been Swahili.
Aramaic. Oh, yeah,
Aramaic,
duh.
yeah.
Aramaic. Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Well, we're figuring it out here. That's what
Oh,
they think.
it's
Could have
not.
been English.
It could have been English.
Could have been English. That's why nobody understood him.
Hebrew,
So
and,
Hebrew
Aramaic.
and Aramaic are
Okay.
close.
They're
yeah.
from the same
I would
family.
say
so
Aramaic.
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 Have you seen any of the Chosen stuff?
I have seen
Have you seen?
a little. I haven't seen
I
very
haven't
much.
seen
I
all
need
of
to
them.
watch the rest because they are very well
Yeah,
done.
season 2, I think, is done. They funded it like
Sup-
10 million. or
Yeah,
something,
it was huge. It was the
Yeah.
most.
Watched.
No, was it the most watched? It was the
I don't
most funded
Yeah,
like project I think, other than Passion of the Christ. I think it surpassed Passion of the Christ
yeah, it's crazy.
or something like that.
We're so close, gentlemen.
We're so close, gentlemen.
So close.
We're getting
so-
closer.
They're getting warmer.
Oh yeah, I was
Getting
also
warmer.
you guys still haven't
Yeah.
listened to Thrawn though, or read Thrawn?
No, we have not.
Parts of-
guys-
I've read a lot of it, but not enough of it.
Okay, man,
I've got
I really
two-
want
there's
you
I
guys.
can't read.
I don't know how to read. I listen to books.
I do.
I let
actually.
somebody else
enjoy
read
that
it
way.
to me.
I like listening to books, and usually they're subtitled.
Yes, bedtime story. I
I listen to books, but they're subtitled.
Right.
That doesn't work.
I let the book play as
Yeah,
I'm
overdubbed.
sleeping.
Right.
So I put my headphones in, go to sleep, and then
Oh.
it just
Subconsciously, you know it.
yeah, and then you go into like dreamland and like you're there and you're like, wow, that was quite a dream.
That'd be crazy if that could really work.
It's a premise for a movie.
It's called Inception.
It's called Tenet.
No,
Tenet.
tentatively Inception.
Yeah.
Tentatively.
Interstellarly, we tentatively. Inception, like.
Interstellar was a little slow at times. I remember actually
I agree.
slightly falling asleep because I think it was late at night when we were watching it, and then I woke up for enough of the ending. I mean,
And it also sounds like the score was just some guy falling asleep on a piano.
No, it was actually a guy falling asleep on a really expensive organ in like
You're an organ.
Europe. Have you seen
one.
that?
Yeah, I
the
did see
the
that.
music documentary thing
For that
for
one.
that. Yeah, it's
For
good.
that one.
Yeah, it's,
You guys done yet? Just-
Almost, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, Mando.
Honestly, I think this
I
is
think
like
he
the
had his
last
gun.
I think
part.
he had his gun under the table there.
It's blaster. It's blaster time.
Blaster
Blaster.
But anyway,
that
Thrawn
movie.
though, you guys gotta listen to it. I want to talk. Once you guys all finish either listening or reading Thrawn, we need to sit down and talk about it in depth because it is very well done, and
Yes.
I want to talk to people about it.
And you said that Thrawn Ascendancy came out.
Yes. So the crazy thing with Thrawn is Thrawn, the original trilogy, Heir to the Empire.
Oh dear.
It was written in the 90s, and it kind of revamped. Star Wars in a lot of ways. It got people really excited because it takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
It was the
And there's a new
sequel to
threat.
Return of the Jedi.
It
the
really
sequel.
was. Yeah, it's a sequel, and it's a sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
That's why I said it could really be made into a movie or a sequel trilogy movie.
Or a proper
very well
sequel
done.
trilogy.
Yes, because of how
Why
they
didn't
do
it?
it.
Was they anything they took from that?
There was a few.
Was
yeah,
there anything?
there are a few things that they
Mhm.
took, but not the best things.
No Thrawn.
No
Not the
Thrawn. And
best.
the most that they took from the expanded universe, really, for the Disney sequel trilogy, is they made Kylo Luke and Leia's son a bad guy. That's
Okay.
like one of the biggest things they took from the. And really though, if Rey would have turned out to be his
Twinsy?
if they would have been twins, then it would have been really close to.
I gotta
The
go watch The
Legends.
Rise of Skywalker again.
I don't.
Nobody does.
I'm just joking.
You know,
No,
how
there
they
are
say-
moments. I still say that it
Yeah.
feels more like a Star Wars movie than.
It's just.
It's almost like
unfortunate-
you almost need to watch it back to back with Episode 7.
I almost wish they didn't answer how Palpatine got there. I almost wish they didn't answer.
I wish they didn't have
what Rey was from. I almost wish they didn't answer anything about Kylo and the Knights of Ren, because it's like all the answers you got
Oh,
are
I-
not what you wanted.
No,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Leave it open for a book or something.
Well, yeah,
If they're gonna dump it like that and just leave you with like, ew.
nothing of that ending was satisfying to anybody. Pretty much,
No.
Nothing was satisfying in
Not
that
at all.
movie. It was all just like explanations,
I mean,
and it was not what anybody wanted for the most part. There
I
might have been a
liked
select few out there,
Kylo
but
Ren's turn.
that was the best part of the whole movie.
yeah,
I know a lot of people were like, he can never be turned good again.
but it wasn't.
and I was like, why didn't they turn him good at the
Yeah.
beginning of the movie? And then they
even
were,
if you forgot about him
Yeah.
until the ending, at least he could have
Yeah.
had 5 minutes
He-
in the sun.
he was the most interesting character after he turned good. Like
He
was
was.
so likable.
There was something
You were
about
just
the,
like,
the way they
He
shot
is so
him.
likable.
Yeah,
Why
It-
did they make him a bad guy? They should have just made him a good guy.
they could have. They
Again,
should have.
My thing is there are so many ways that fans and people can come up with better plots to these movies than the movies themselves. It's like every plot, nobody would have gone with these plots that
It's
are
just-
fans of like long.
Yeah, but you think about when we sit down to write stuff. We write some pretty good stuff.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, you do.
we do.
but I'm
It's a
just saying-
group effort.
It's hard to say why. By the time you filter it through all the filters of Filterland,
Filter land.
Filtering. Coffee
you know,
filter.
because then what you think is great, might not be that great. And you just don't know until it's on film and it's being edited.
Yeah, in some ways, but
In
it's
some
still
ways.
plot. It's still
Yeah,
plot. It's
it
still a
is still
story.
plot.
What's a satisfying ending? Let's not do that.
But I mean,
That's
you're talking,
like what they did.
Yeah.
Let's make it cohesive. No, let's not make it cohesive. Let's make it the most.
Everybody just wonders what's going on
Let's
the whole
just-
time.
Let's just see how we're feeling when we make it.
Yeah.
And whatever comes out is what it is, and it's art, and it's gonna be beautiful. we
Well,
all
that's-
participated.
That's not a good plan.
That's basically what it was, though. We all participated.
Yeah, everybody participated.
And it was like they couldn't decide if they wanted to be original or follow. So they
Well-
followed, then they went original, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
And then they went back
Well,
to
it was
following,
the-
and
it
it was
was-
still horrible.
it was
and
the hiring this person to do that job, then they fire him, and then they bring in this person at the last second to try and take some of what he did and make it new.
Here's where it all went wrong.
Garbage.
Here's where it all went wrong. George Lucas sold Lucasfilm to Disney.
Oh, there you go. It all
And
starts on a foggy day in
second-
2014.
The second
Yep.
part is whenever they didn't go with Lucas's original script for 7, 8, and 9.
I don't want to see any midi-chlorians.
See, the thing is with Lucas, and this is how the genius that is the guy who played. Oh shoot, I just lost his name. Who played Starkiller? You know his name, Nick.
Yeah.
Did I just make you lose it? Because that happens. Sam Witwer. Sam Witwer says,
Yeah.
the thing about George Lucas is you don't realize it's a good idea because it's never been done before. So usually whenever George Lucas comes out with an idea or a plan, everybody's like, no, that sounds horrible. And then when you see it done, or when you see it, or it
Yeah.
actually comes about, you're like, that was amazing. That is the idea behind Star Wars. Whenever he originally pitched that,
True.
nobody thought it was going to work. Everybody thought it was the dumbest thing ever.
He didn't think it would work.
He didn't even think it would work.
Right.
And it did. And
But-
it knocked it out of the park. So that's what I'm saying. I never discount George Lucas until I've seen it, and then you can knock it.
The question is, would he have
Joking.
tried to direct? Would he have brought in some dingbat that didn't know what they were doing?
Dingbat.
Well,
There's still a lot of execution questions
no,
because of
for
the
sure.
prequels. So he could have written this brilliant story and then brought in
I agree.
somebody to direct or act, and he thinks he could just do what he did in 1977, and
I think
But if he had, I guarantee he would have gotten in the first movie Han Solo, Luke
He would've
Skywalker,
had 'em all
Leia. All of them would have been on screen at some point.
And the
all of them.
And the other thing I think he would have done was, how people were like, oh, I don't want to see the dumb midichlorians and all that stuff. But I think he would have done? I think they would have intertwined them with things that are going on in the physical, like with Luke, Leia,
Yeah.
and Han.
Yeah.
And their kids or whatever. I think they would have intertwined really well. So there would have been like a 3, how he normally has in his movies, there's 3 fights going on. One could have been midichlorian
Yep.
based. The next one could have been, in space or whatever. And then the
Yeah,
other one
it's
is
true.
on, so it could have all really worked. I don't know. We will never know. Although I did hear that they might still run with his
his
Wow. script. And there's rumors that he's coming back to be the head of Lucasfilm again.
Wow.
Which that's a big rumor. That's a rumor.
Rumor.
And
Rumor.
and that they're gonna totally do that one thing that we talked about before about making a totally different timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
I hope they do.
World Between
honestly.
Worlds. I hope they do too. I
Me
mean,
too.
for how much of a failure the Disney trilogy was.
Yep. Alice Ann said here on YouTube. I don't know if anybody commented on Facebook yet. I hadn't seen anybody yet, so
Nobody yet.
they've just been passing through.
Passing through.
They totally could have made Kylo Ren a bad guy at the beginning of the trilogy, then have a plot twist where he was
spy.
a spy the whole time
Yeah.
or double agent or something.
I believe that
Question
that
mark.
is a much better way that they should have done the movie. That again is already way better than what they actually did.
Then we definitely would not have gotten what happened in The Last Jedi.
No, we wouldn't have, and it would have been better.
I would have liked to see Luke be like grumpy Luke like we saw in the trailer.
I'm fine with Grumpy Luke if it
Pretend,
has a
you know,
purpose.
That's what I mean. As an act or something where he's like,
like Yoda,
no, I'm not going to train you, Rey. And then all of a sudden, like
Yoda.
he comes back from behind at the end of that, and he shows up with Kylo.
It's a
He's
big
like-
swing and a miss.
He's like, I couldn't tell you, Rey,
You were this
because
close to greatness.
I couldn't tell you because actually I'm working with Ben, and we're gonna train you
Yes.
now, and we're gonna rock it out. We had to.
Or-
we tried to capture Snoke, but he's just too Snokey.
Or through his
Sneaky.
grumpy
very
ways, he gets
sneaky.
her to do like a bunch of stuff and do it like whatchamacallit? What's that movie I'm thinking of? Read my mind.
Read my mind.
What's the movie where he trains them but he doesn't know he's being trained?
Karate Kid.
Yes. I knew you'd read my mind.
Read my mind.
Yeah, Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. What if it was grumpy Luke doing the whole Karate Kid, training
It's
her
whatever,
in
just
like
swing this lightsaber.
doing
Oh,
certain
wow.
things that aren't, but then you give her a lightsaber
Yeah,
and
and
she
then
can
it's like,
totally do it. Or like she can use the Force, or she's like, it takes these steps, and maybe the audience might not really be clued in, but be like, wait, what is he? Seems like he's kind of training her, even though he's saying he doesn't
Yeah.
want to.
It's
That
true.
would have been way better. I'm telling you, we could come up with so many better ideas
I mean, come
than
on.
what could have even happened. What about airline food? I can't do his voice. Oh, hi, what about airline food? You gotta like, get really airy and like,
I mean, come on.
I mean, come on.
You gotta like growl it a little bit.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh.
Like cracks a little bit when
That's
you scream.
Seinfeld.
Fine
right?
celled. Yeah.
Fine cell.
Yeah,
Fine
that's-
cell.
Field cell.
That's Jerry Seinfeld.
How you doing,
Guys, look
Rando
how
Mando?
small this thing
This is crazy.
Oh my
Rando
gosh,
Mando's
now we
still
gotta
doing
do the
good.
other side.
Rando Mando's rocking it in the helmet. He
We,
is,
we are like we're down to crunch time.
We're at the
Right now.
precipice.
We are.
Yeah, but thank you for commenting, Alisan. That was a
Thanks, that's a
great
good
idea.
comment,
I
yeah.
agree. I think
I
that would have
agree.
been way better.
Yeah, way
Would've.
better. As in way
The-
better.
I think one of the biggest problems with the
Many of
trilogy,
the better.
the Disney trilogy sequel, is that they wanted to subvert everybody's expectations, but in doing so, they gave you nothing satisfying.
Yep. Remember,
So-
if the surprise,
Kinda like the Big Mac?
plot twist
Oh,
is
Yeah,
less interesting than what you have already established,
Yeah.
you failed as a scriptwriter.
you failed as a script writer. If the surprise is worse than what people are imagining, you failed.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Like if you, you might as well have just
Uh-huh.
given them what they wanted and made it epic. You know?
You might as well. And just rock it out.
Yeah.
They don't need to be surprised as much as you think they need to. They
Yeah.
just need to be.
They can be surprised. It's just
You
done.
can still throw in some
Yeah.
some tricks in it. Yeah.
Which
I
I,
agree.
I don't think you should give the fans everything they want all the time. I don't think that at all, because then there are no surprises and there is no interesting points
Right.
to
Like
the
Sonic the
movies.
Hedgehog, what happened there? They redesigned him or whatever because the fans were ticked? Or was that just
Yes.
a marketing ploy?
No,
They redesigned.
they
it.
redesigned
did
it.
redesign
No,
it.
because the fans were like, "Why are his eyes that way?"
I agree. I mean, it was terrible. It was painful to look at the original.
Yeah,
What they came out with was actually a really good movie and a really good design. That makes perfect sense.
yeah. So that's an
maybe that's a
instance
good
where
example.
a fan reaction correcting it actually made it a better film.
And it didn't
Listening
change
to
the
the
story,
fans.
but yeah, it just changed the look.
Yeah. So that was more that. I haven't seen that yet. I need to watch that.
We haven't
I
seen
heard it was
Sonic.
good. No.
That's
I've
quite.
heard it did really well too.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I'll watch
and
it.
they
I'm
clearly
definitely
set it
gonna
up
watch
for a sequel. Like
Awesome.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
absolutely amazed at how great of a movie that was. Like we watched it 2 or 3 times, and every time I enjoy it. So yeah,
Indeed.
Your mama's a man.
Sonic.
Whoa.
It's Sonic-rific.
Sonogrific.
Sonic-rific.
So yeah, well, we're on step 243 for those of you that are still
Yeah, we're
with
almost
us.
done with this bag, as you can see.
As you can see,
And we're nearing the hour and a half mark.
wow, right on time, right on schedule.
We always stay on target.
We always stay on target.
No.
One of these days, we'll have like a 5-minute show where we talk about one topic and we don't get off the topic. We'll just dig right through it.
And that'll be the day.
That'll be the day
The show's
That'll be the
done.
day.
that I
I
We
try to
just
say what the
stop.
fact
Yeah.
checker's saying because nobody in the audience can hear the fact checker, so they're just getting one-sided conversations.
Huh? Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
phone calls.
Yeah,
Mom!
it
I was like, really?
Phone. It's Mrs. McLaughlin.
is. Yeah. Oh man, this is good. This is really good. Mando, how you doing, Mando? Oh, he's tired. He's tired of this.
I know he's tired,
I think
and he's probably bored.
Mando never gets tired though. He just gets bored. Sometimes he gets bored of killing porgs.
Okay, you know what? It's bag number 4. We're done with this.
Whoa.
Why
we're
do we
done
have
with
all
this.
these extra pieces again?
Nobody
Look
knows.
at though. Look at.
Oh, they're coming back into play?
It's calling for these. It's calling for these.
Oh,
And bag
snap.
4.
What?
Cuz look, we don't have Han or Leia. See?
Wait, we
See?
don't have Han or Leia?
No, we've
Not
got,
yet. They're in bag number 4.
Oh, I
No,
was
this
like,
is a tenant
what?
thing. We go
Yeah.
forward in time,
But then
but we
go
have to
back.
revisit the past.
Yes.
That you
Yeah.
were supposed to, but you didn't know it. Hang on to those pieces. Like, what if
Whoa.
we throw this in our bag of superfluous pieces?
Exactly.
But they make me really nervous when they do that.
It
I know.
does.
Like,
It's
look
like-
at all these extra pieces.
Like we've been guarding these with our lives, but that's so you're gonna
And
need that little
this.
red dot because eventually this
Oh,
is.
yeah.
the,
I mean, it's all right there. But
oh, yeah, but it makes me nervous.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. This is a good place to stop.
This is I've got it all on film, so
Fudge
we can always
puddles.
see. We can always go back and see where we messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
That
That's
is
true.
true.
We could go. He's like, the video.
that's the
montage
one.
stops.
Right.
and
It's like
then it cuts to a-
literally.
like
we,
a short part
You know
where
what
we
we
fix
should
all our
do?
mistakes.
Is we can make a video, a how-to video of
Right.
how to build this. Step 1 on video, and then it just comes up at the top. Step 2,
right.
step 3.
Yeah,
That'd be a
Or
long
actually,
video.
Oh, it'd be like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe 80 hours.
Or like super.
Hey, but people might really
10,000
enjoy that.
times
Who?
faster.
Well, the,
Step
yeah.
one.
the 30 people that buy this and make it.
Yeah.
We'll sell the
exactly.
tutorial online for
There's probably-
$800.
There's probably people like that have built this and they're like, gosh, these guys are idiots.
They
Probably
tune in
watch
like,
it.
Let me see how they do it. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
This
they're
is
not even.
embarrassing.
Oh, come on.
They did that totally backwards.
Yeah, but I mean,
You're
we got a
supposed
lot
to start
done.
with bag 17.
What, do you guys never
We got a
built
lot
Legos
done
before?
now.
We got a lot done. Look
So
at
we
this,
got-
guys.
Oh,
We got
wow.
the-
Yeah, we got to look at this.
We got the landing
This
gear. We
place.
got the
Other
room
camera,
where it all
please.
happens.
Ah, yeah, there we
We got
go.
this.
Wow, look at that. Beauty.
The hollow chest table.
Hollow chest table.
We got
Nice.
these two. This one and that
Oh,
one.
nice. What is that?
I
What
think
are
it's
those?
just coverings for something. I don't really know what it is.
Ah.
We have
Unbelievable.
That's
Ah.
for like a. I don't know really. I think it's for
Bob's your uncle.
It's for when Luke and Han are in the turrets.
The turret.
Oh yeah,
shooting,
You're right. Yep.
And then
If
if
the gun here.
Mando likes the turrets. He likes.
and then if we
shooting
flip
things.
over, we got this long piece right here. This is like
the ramp
bottom
that
of it.
comes down.
I don't
No.
think
No,
it's
that's
the ramp.
that's not.
It's just
quite
the
the
bottom
The
of it.
front, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
the
that the
bottom.
front of the ship or is that the
But
back?
I think
of
you're
the ship?
gonna attach other things to it because it's upside down.
So
I have a
this
feeling.
the cockpit is going to be over here somewhere.
Or,
This is
well,
just
is that
where
the
the
front or is
yeah.
that the back?
This is the front.
Oh,
This is
then
where
you
the
got those-
escape pod would have
was.
went. Yeah.
But they're gonna have pieces that go out farther. Then
yeah,
they're gonna have
it's
to go
gonna
out
come
way
out like
farther.
here.
I think this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
What
That's,
what
like,
box are we on?
crazy.
Are we on still the first box?
We
we opened the second box.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Now we're on bag 4 though.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
the next part.
and those two. So
Your
Yes.
bag 4.
Bag 4.
Sorry, man.
What?
we got Han and Leia coming up in the next section. So if you're excited
Yes,
to
we
see
do.
Han and Leia, donate
Look at
some
that.
money to the.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we do have a.
If you like what you see for even a minute, and you feel
Even
like
a minute.
giving $1 for
a minute of
for
your
the show,
time
yeah.
is worth $1
It might be.
Yes.
that you could never get back.
Hey, it's it's a big world out there. So no,
you
but
wanna
there's
donate?
there's a link
Yeah.
down there if you just feel
This
so
wasn't cheap.
inclined.
It really wasn't.
For your entertainment.
For you, are you not?
Are you not?
Are you not
entertained? No, you
entertained?
don't have to do that, but we do appreciate it if you guys do want to donate
Yeah.
to us at all.
Yeah.
And we just appreciate you guys being here, really. I mean, we love the conversation. We love having fun with you guys. So remember, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends about us.
Yeah.
We want to get those subscribers up so we can see what the Mando really looks like.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Dead
Thanks for
silence.
joining us tonight,
Yeah.
Mando. Let's
Closing
maybe
thoughts?
cue the music here in a second.
Closing thoughts.
Oh, closing thoughts.
Mando, do you have any closing thoughts? No. Okay.
We're excited to see
Man of many
the
words.
next
Man of
season of
many
your
words.
show.
Yes.
That's number 1. Number 2, we want to see Tenet.
Yes.
Number 3, Mulan.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
When it's
But
free.
Mulan will make a Mando out of you.
Yes.
Make a Mando out of
of
you.
That's for sure. Number 5, good job, Nick. Good job,
Yeah.
Mando, on building today. I think
Yeah,
I
you guys
separated
did
like 3
awesome.
pieces for you. So
Right.
I
didn't
touched
help
no Lego pieces.
it.
They
we
have
just
banned me
conversed
from it.
about
We didn't.
Star Warsy thingies.
I
We
touched-
didn't-
Oh
yeah.
shoot! I almost lost
Oh
a piece.
no.
That's why they don't.
Oh sugars.
Oh, sugars.
No, that's not a good word in a
Yeah.
different language.
Right.
We speak the language that Jesus spoke.
English.
Oh my goodness! How many people can we offend
Oh,
in like
man.
less than 30
I
seconds?
turned into Jim
No,
Gaffigan there,
Yeah.
okay? I didn't,
Hot
but you
We
think
had
I
a
did. We saw the jingle for that in the 80s.
hot pocket.
It's just like it. Or was
Yeah.
it 90s, I think.
Yeah, we had a
Anyway.
midwife because we. what does he say
Yeah.
about the midwives?
Oh, shoot.
Because
I
we
don't-
believe in
Oh
the
yeah,
devil.
yeah, yeah.
or
No, no. He
something.
said we
Yeah.
had all our babies at home, with midwives because we believe in witchcraft.
Yep, we believe in witchcraft. That's what
It's
it
just
was.
horrible.
They
They don't actually. That's what a lot of
man.
people think, though.
Yeah.
Whenever you have your kids.
Because they alleviate the pain with
Yeah.
natural remedies and
Yeah,
stuff.
like hot baths.
Yeah.
People just
Wow,
can't
yeah.
fathom-
Water.
Yeah, that
Some
relieves the pain.
Some people just can't fathom like it not being done in a hospital.
It's unfathomable.
It's what?
I don't know, but the music is going.
Without
And
fathom.
we really appreciate all of you people.
All of you
This is
Joining
really
us.
early.
out here joining us.
Join us.
Like an angry move there.
Yeah,
not
probably
direct that
don't.
at
Probably
Mando.
shouldn't.
As we-
Probably shouldn't
you
do
will-
that.
We're moving
Blast me.
right through this Lego build, part
Yeah.
5. Next time will be part 6, unless we skip 6 and we come back in 7.
Yeah.
But,
And then
uh,
what we're gonna do is we're gonna film the end,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna play it in reverse, and
Yeah.
this is the
That's it.
middle.
Tenet.
So this is what we just finished Empire
Tenet.
Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Yep.
So next week's the Return of the Jedi.
Return of the
Yep.
Jedi, baby.
We have to finish it.
Although, no,
if
I
you
feel like
include the
we-
Disney trilogy.
I feel like we just got through episode 4, honestly. 'Cause
probably-
what
A
percentage
Hope.
are we at?
Rogue One.
Wait.
Do we include Rogue One? in the
Solo.
No,
Solo? We probably should.
Solo.
I don't know if we should.
We should go
Solo.
in linear order.
Solo.
No, what?
The first.
Are we mixing? Like, are we? Just, this is just an analogy, right? We're just
Well,
throwing
All right, I
other
think
things.
becoming
into
more
it.
than an
Has the
analogy.
music ended?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Start.
I actually
Cue
can
the
hear that in
music
here.
again.
Cue the
It's
music
rolling
again.
again.
All
Okay.
right, we're on this time.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. It's back. Okay,
All right.
so try this again.
Try this
We
again.
can't even stop the show.
Right.
Yeah.
It just
yeah, we're
starts
just gonna go on
rolling.
to bag number 4.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the after show where we
Yeah.
keep building. No, just joking.
No, we'll keep building.
We cut
but
it, and we keep building.
Oh.
Cut it.
Part 6. We got to
what?
finish this before the Mandalorian comes out on
Yeah,
October 30th.
exactly.
Thanks, Mando.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Mando.
You got anything
You're the
else you
best.
wanna say?
Mando.
I didn't think so,
Man, a few words.
but you never know.
Amanda, if you
A Mando, a few
A
words.
Mando a few words. He made a Mando out of us. So
Yes, he did.
What?
Stay
Oh,
on.
and
Oh yeah, happy
in the U.S. of A.
Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day.
Happy
Happy
Labor
Labor
Day. Yeah,
Day.
it's Labor Day
What
weekend
would it be in
here.
the Star Wars
Labor Day.
universe? Is there a
I
celebration?
don't think there is. It's like happy
Mando Day. Is the
Empire
music cute
Day.
again?
Empire Day. Yeah, music's almost over, so let's do the.
All right, let's
All right.
do the outro. Ready? Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Loosen up.
They came from behind. Except Mando, he doesn't die.
The flame.
He's invincible.
The pain.
The pain is unbearable.
Quick draw, Mando.
Oh! Pew, 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 pew.
Oh no, he's.
Pew, 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 pew.
What is going on?
I don't know. but-
Why are we still here? Don't take your
There we
helmet off yet. It's not safe.
Thanks for joining. We love you all. Bye.
Hit the space bar. We're not muted yet. We're still
We can keep
going. See ya.